Wait a second. How far?
He's not a smart guy.
Wait a second, you guys. We have breaking news on ABC 13.
Behind the traits you love about your breed are health needs.
Northwest Harris County home swarmed by FBI and Austin police. Does this sound... it says it may be connected to a high-profile case. Here, I'm going to play the video so you can see it.
Mute your audios.
Traits you love about your breed are health needs you don't see. Royal Canin Tailored Nutrition keeps her heart going strong. With over 200 formulas, we support the magnificence that makes them, them. Learn more at royalcanin.com.
There's no audio for this video, but they're showing this house. Is this familiar to you?
She lived in Houston, but I can't get on the internet while I'm on my phone. I live in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, so I'll read you the article real quick. It says about a dozen officers from the Texas Rangers, Department of Public Safety, FBI, and the Austin Police Department have been at a home in Northwest Harris County for hours Thursday. It appears to be part of a high-profile investigation on Bojack Drive near Jersey Village. ABC 13 counted about 24 officers and agents at the scene. An eyewitness news crew waited for what was believed to be a warrant service. Then around 8:15 p.m., there was movement with law enforcement going in the house. But authorities seemed to be more focused on a car in the driveway in the back. And this is the picture of the car. It's a silver car. Looks like a four-door. It's a Nissan. It's a Nissan parked real close to the house. So the presence of Austin police has prompted our questions on whether this is connected to the disappearance of Austin mother Heidi Broussard and her infant daughter. Am I saying her last name right?
Behind the traits you love about your breed are health needs you don't see.
Yeah, it's Louisiana. It's Broussard.
And her infant daughter, they haven't been seen since December 12th. A neighbor told ABC 13 police asked her Thursday night whether she remembers any movement here on that day. The only official response from the FBI is a vague statement that the FBI is lawfully present at the location conducting a law enforcement operation. So there's a couple dozen agents and officers at this house.
I was going to say, she didn't venture out of her little bubble in Houston.
So we don't think this is...
area of Houston.
I'm thinking Northwest Houston, because I lived in Houston too. Northwest Houston is more...
It's right by the 80 loop and 290. Going towards Cypress is where this is at.
Yeah.
Well, maybe someone could have taken her there.
Well, yeah. Like might not even be related to...
It may not, it may not even be related.
But I don't... That's what I'm saying. I don't know anybody that she knew, like we were talking about, like maybe somebody she knew, or even like we've named some people. Nobody lives in Houston. I don't even know anybody that has a silver car.
Well, it may be unrelated, and maybe the media is just kind of jumping the gun. But we'll keep an eye on that.
It is. Well, I mean, it is strange to have that FBI Texas Ranger Austin, because that's
and the 290 is the highway that goes to Austin from Houston.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it could be anybody.
How long does it take to get from Austin to Houston? Does anybody know?
I will tell you right now.
I'm an observer, by the way. I put pieces.
It's 2.5 hours from that street to Central Austin.
So why would Austin PD be there? That's, I think, what is suspect.
It's 150 miles. It's way outside of their normal.
Did Shane possibly have connections to Houston?
Yes.
Did he frequently go there still, or?
I'm sorry, I was counting hours in my head of how long it would take to get there and back.
Okay.
If she was taken and somebody had to get back to Austin.
Yeah, to go there and back would be 5 hours minimum.
It it still could fit in the time frame of 8 to 6, 8 to 5:30.
Is this going on live anywhere, guys? Do they have any live footage from this? Or is it just that one clip?
And I just did it from that street to her address, to Heidi's address there on, and it is like exactly 2.5 hours drive.
And probably with traffic, like 3.
I think too, I mean, we all are talking about Shane, and I think that we need to keep, every possibility open as to, where they could be. We don't want to just put all the eggs in one basket, because then we might miss something, or, miss a clue or something. So this could be related to anything.
Well, I mean, that's like when it first happened and they called, I was like, check her clothes, check her shoes, check if the certain bag she liked to take when she would go places, was that in the closet? Yes, nothing.
Behind
like
the
everything.
traits
Like
you
they
love
said, that was one of the only, besides that everything changed to, her phone and her keys. But everything of hers was there besides her phone and her keys.
Which is very, very odd, yeah. Unless she met someone out in the parking lot. And that's the thing too, why we asked about the dogs.
Well, and I said that too. Well, she could have been distracted and had baby in her hand and was doing something in her vehicle and just nabbed up. Like, I know that is one of my biggest fears with my kids, where I'm always like, stay right next to me.
Yes. Yep.
They start acting up and I'm distracted when we're at the store or something. I'm like, what are y'all doing? And I even have people that have walked by and like smirked, and I jump and I'm like, see y'all? That is exactly why. In an instant, you catch my attention and I'm not paying attention to people around me. And I am very overly paranoid sometimes, my friends tell me. Especially with my children, I don't think there's such thing that you can be too paranoid.
I think we have to be these days.
But yes, but that was one of the first ideas I threw out. I was like, okay, well, maybe, like I said, she went and took everything upstairs. She took Zeus downstairs, went upstairs. She was, he was being real hyper. She put him up. She remembered she had to go get something else, and that's why the door was open, and she walked downstairs holding baby and just wasn't paying attention. But that was the one thing that we, as her friends, wanted to make aware to, was that she would not have just up and left it.
Okay, so I'm wondering.
What do you know?
Hold on one second. I'm wondering right now. This home that they're at right now. I know that there's people in this chat that can find out who lives in this home on Bojack Drive. So if someone can look that up, I know I have tons of sleuths in here. And if you can get a name of who lives at that house, that might, Caressa might trigger something.
Yeah.
Get sleuthing.
And that's right on the question I was just going to ask, is what do you know about Shane's connections to Houston at all?
Just from when they live there.
Okay.
This is the time he works in the service industry a lot. So you need a lot of people.
So he may have some old coworkers or somebody that he theoretically could have reached out to, and
like I said, anybody. A lot of people knew she was from Houston. Her friends. I mean, if like we've talked about the Chris Hurst thing, I'm not for sure. Like if it wasn't said that he was that weird and crazy, like there's been a few people in her lives that, what I mean, Houston is a predominantly place where a lot of people have lived. They didn't live there long.
Yeah.
It doesn't give us a house number, you guys, but you can see the house in the video. And they're specifically focusing on this car in the back. And that car is backed up real close to the house. Like super close to the house.
It's a good view there to be able match it up.
I mean, that's a lot of police presence. So are there two missing women in Austin right now that
Jay,
have made the news?
Jay,
Yes.
the owners of the house are Christopher Green and Katie Gibbs.
Do we know
Doesn't
them?
That's what
familiar to me.
someone said in chat.
Do we know them?
No, I don't.
That doesn't ring a bell.
Not at all.
And then someone said a Bonita Humphrey is connected there.
Bonita Humphrey. Does that sound familiar? No.
Okay, Michelle is telling us to read Annie Ramos's comments.
One woman, Cedar Park, was found dead this week.
Yes, I was going to say, at the beginning of it, I know they were confusing her with her because they had put something on the news about feared dead, and it was Heidi's picture, and it was supposed to be the Cedar Park woman. And you want to talk about heart attack for all of us. We were like, what? And that was...
Oh, yeah, she is the other missing mother from Cedar. So, yeah, they're saying Christopher Green.
Okay, so now if you
And
put
Katie.
the address to that house in Google, it may tell you who lives there, even if it is a rental. So if you were to put like 8118 Bojack and then in Houston, and then it might pull up people that live there that kind of do a different reverse way of looking at it.
They're also asking if Chris is a realtor.
Oh. I'm trying to think of conversations. I really don't know. I know from one of his posts that I was seeing, because people were talking about he was living in Virginia and all that. And from when he posted and tagged Heidi, I know some people can't see it because his page is private, but that he's living in Dallas.
Yeah, in this news article, they're saying that it's connected to an Austin missing person case. But it's at Cedar Park, probably.
Oh, with them being in Houston?
Yes.
It looks like it's listed for sale, the house.
So it may be empty?
Yes, possibly.
It could be.
Vacant. 8218 Bojack.
I thought it was 8118. 82?
Yeah, I'm just looking at 8118, and that doesn't look like the right house. What did you just say, Melissa?
Everyone's saying 8218. Christopher Dwayne Green in a Adelina Estrada.
Is it this brick house with like the chimney in
No,
the
I don't
front?
think it was. I don't think it wasn't brick.
No, it's a 2-story and it had a red door. I don't think that's it either. That's not what was on the news footage. Caressa, one question I've seen.
There is a Chris Hurst Realty. So he might be a realtor. Someone said vacant house.
I wonder if Shane moved someone out of there.
Yes. Someone needed a mover.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah, because he's a mover.
Michelle,
Hello.
Yeah, Michelle.
I see what y'all are saying.
Michelle,
I hadn't even thought about that.
Chris
But I
Hurst
also
Realty.
am interested in, if Christopher's a realtor. But then also I wasn't even thinking about being a mover.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking.
Yeah,
about
Michelle
that.
keeps saying it in chat. Chris Hurst Realty.
They must have Googled it and found it.
And it's him. Is there a picture?
Yeah, it says Christopher Hurst is in Realty.
Is it his picture though?
They're all saying it in chat.
We need to see it.
I don't know, Michelle.
Like maybe somebody could Google Christopher Hurst realtor, because I know my cousin is a realtor, and she has like, if you Google it, you can see where her name pops up.
And that would be in Austin?
He lives in Dallas right now.
I don't see a picture, but I see Christopher Hurst, but it doesn't give any information.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because when the officer spoke to me, he had sent me a picture because, Christopher Hurst was, somebody that had been talked about on Facebook and stuff. And he'd asked me if I'd known him and if she'd ever said anything about him. And he said, actually, funny story. He sent me a picture of this big old fat redneck dude with a natural light can. I was like, that is not that dude.
Oh my God.
I was like, he's kind of creeperish, but he's a pretty boy and he's got a beard and it's got a little bit of gray. I was like, but no, he's not sloppy. He dresses nice. I was like, So I went and found it. And that's what I'm saying. When I looked it up on Facebook, there were tons and tons and tons of them. I was like, oh, that's a very common name.
Yeah.
Someone said, look on Facebook, Christopher Hurst Realty on Facebook.
Okay, see if it has his picture.
Christopher Hurst and Melissa Hamilton.
Maybe a coworker.
I'm just waiting to see if we get an update on this. It's probably going to be a minute until they update us.
Yes, someone said he made a link to his Facebook page to his realty page, and we laughed because he spelt realty wrong.
Sorry.
Oh, wow.
I need moments where I laugh right now.
Caressa, what
I
did
feel for you,
Heidi's
Caressa.
parents think of Christopher or Casey?
I think they're just hopeful that she returns no matter what. From what I've understood, that details right now, they
just want her and the baby safe. Yeah,
and the baby safe. Yes,
of course.
Someone just said in chat that there is a baby registry to the owners of that house.
wow.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
A black velvet.
What?
There is a baby registry to the owners of the house.
The same house?
I think I don't know if she's talking about the Bojack Drive. I'm assuming she is.
A baby registry where?
Like
what store?
Like an active baby registry?
Yeah, like what store? I want to pull it up.
Megan Humphrey and Christopher Green have a baby registry.
On where?
Oh my God, that's Megan's house. Oh my God.
What?
That's Megan, her best friend that met her at church camp with me.
What?
She would not be there.
Well, that's what they're coming up.
Who would be
Green
there?
and Megan Humphrey.
No, Megan I'm saying Heidi would not be there. Megan, I've talked to Megan every day, all day. She's been like sick over this. She just had a baby and she's breastfeeding. She had to go to a specialist.
Maygen.
Her last. That's why I was going to ask you. Did you say Humphrey? And I didn't. Yes.
Wait a minute. This girl Megan just had a baby?
Yes.
How long ago?
Her name's Luna. She's 15 days old, 16 days old. Her and Heidi are best friends. She was there in the room when Heidi had Margot. She was in the birthing room.
Well, that's what they're saying.
Did
that
you
the
guys
owners
see
are coming
her
up
baby?
the house.
Wait. Did you see her baby? Did you see Megan's baby?
I haven't seen pictures of her.
But it's a girl?
Yes.
Oh,
wow.
Does Megan doesn't live in Houston though, does she?
Yes.
It's coming back to that house though, that they're the owners of that house.
Is that where Megan lives though?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I didn't even think about Megan because that's our best friend.
Oh my God.
Did you now? Okay, is there proof that she was pregnant? I mean, there is.
Yes, yes, yes. My mom was in the birthing room too.
Okay.
So Megan for
When
sure
Megan
had
had
a
her baby?
Do what?
Megan for sure like had a baby.
She said she told us she went to a birthing center and had her baby.
So no one
A
saw
birthing
her?
center?
What is a birthing center?
Why wouldn't
It's
you go
like
to
a
a hospital?
specialized place to
It's
have a
where they
natural
don't
birth.
do. Yeah, you have a natural birth. You don't have any medicines. You don't have anything.
She didn't have a doctor? Or she had like a
Mhm.
nurse
They have
practitioner?
midwives.
Oh, a midwife.
Someone
Or
said
a
go to
doula.
CVS Austin. Houston home is linked.
Oh, wait a minute. I just got a text. Oh my God.
Oh, here license status is active.
Hold
Expires
on, hold on.
I'm over here freaking out, guys. Sorry.
Okay, I know
Oh
you're
my God,
okay.
so
You're
am I.
I
okay.
can only imagine, Caressa.
Oh my God. I don't even want to say this out loud. I can't.
Well, mute everybody else and just tell us.
Okay, I'm gonna mute chat. I'm gonna mute YouTube right now.
Yes. And slow chat if you get a chance too. You know, I mean, what are the chances they're at her house for a reason?
I don't know. They're not at my house.
Right, they're not at your house.
Does that sound shitty? I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no,
Well,
no,
you're
no,
not
no,
on
no.
live, so no one can hear you.
No, we're live. We're live.
Oh,
I just went back live.
Yeah.
okay. Thanks.
I'm just saying, like.
Do you want us to let you go so you can call your mother?
No, I just texted her.
Okay. All right. Please recap. Okay. So we are talking to Heidi's best friend, Caressa. And while we were talking, we got news that a home in Houston is being raided right now by the Texas Rangers, Department of Public Safety, FBI, and the Austin Police Department. And they've been there for hours. It's on Bojack Drive. And it came to you when you heard Megan's name, correct? Caressa?
Oh, here.
Yes.
The reporter just tweeted it's about Heidi. Tweeter of the reporter says update. Investigators with the medical examiner's office just arrived.
What?
Oh, no. All right, I'm muting.
Go to Sam.
Okay, I'm back live. You guys are muted, but I'm live. So the recap is there is right now, apparently is this home vacant or is it being lived in? It doesn't look like it's a vacant house. Happening now. 24 officers and agents from DPS, Texas Rangers, FBI, and Austin Police are at a home in Northwest Harris County. They told neighbors it's connected to an Austin missing persons case. They are focused on a car in the back. That is what is coming in now. You guys are muted. I'm not. I'm talking to chat. Someone has a scanner going. They're saying that the baby is okay and the mother is not. But I don't know if that's true, though. I'm so sorry, Caressa. I'm so sorry. But we don't know if this is true. This has not been confirmed. So we have to keep that in mind. If you don't have it, if it's not being reported, we can't say it's true. I don't know if anybody's, I don't know who's listening to Scanner. I don't know if that's legit. What county is this in? What county is this in? The House? Harris County. Yeah, let's keep positive thoughts and vibes because we just don't know. Wow. So I just have Caressa, do you feel like she has acted odd at all? Or did you not get any kind of weird vibe? Now that you're thinking back, you're kind of like, oh, well, maybe that was a little...
It was just like, how are you holding up? And she called me 5 or 6 times a day. We talked 3 or 4 a.m. those first 3 nights.
Where does Heidi know her from?
She met her at church camp the same year she met me.
So she's known you guys just as long as you've known Heidi?
Yes, 24 years.
Wow.
But she didn't have you weren't close with Megan per se?
No. Actually, me and Megan kind of clashed every now and then, more than every now and then. She's she's very whimsical too. I don't know.
So Megan never showed a picture of her baby?
Megan doesn't have Facebook.
Oh, that's convenient.
But she never texted one or...
When the baby was born?
No, she just told me her name was Luna May.
Wow. Did anyone see her pregnant?
Yes, at the hospital.
What do you mean at the hospital?
She came to the hospital
like
when
at
Margot...
the hospital
when Margot was being born? Oh, we lost her.
Oh my God.
She may... I don't know what happened, but you know what? I
She
can't
probably
believe this.
had a call she needed to take.
Yeah, she... Oh.
Oh, she's messaging me. It disconnected.
Can she come back on?
Jay, they're asking to slow chat.
Okay. Okay, do we have a baby registry for this Megan? Does Megan have a baby registry?
Can you mute for a second? Yes, there.
Why do you need me to mute? I'm muted. What's up? Okay. So, do we have anybody else, family, friends in chat? Casey, are you in chat?
She wants to come back on.
Okay.
Does she need the numbers again, or does she have them?
She has them. She's calling in now.
Yeah, this is crazy in real time. Megan is one of Heidi's best friends who supposedly allegedly just had a baby 2 weeks ago. And this is the house they're at right now, is Megan's house. Mayhem Humphreys registry is on baby bump. Miss Cleary, I'm being respectful of Heidi's friend. Thank you, Michelle. Now is not the time to judge what's going on here. This is happening in real time. So if you're going to have a thoughtless comment, just click the X instead of typing in the chat box and just leave. Yep. Emily Carter. I mean, people are so rude.
There's someone in chat. Genie me. Please tell me, is it Heidi? I'm her mom and dad's close friend.
Who is that?
Gingy me.
I don't see. Oh, please, God, somebody call me.
I don't think it's confirmed yet. This is just
Thanks, Georgia Dog.
technically rumor, but
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
hey, Caressa.
I don't know what happened. My phone. I went into the garage to smoke a cigarette, and my phone went. Whoop.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We're here. We're here. Casey is in chat.
Casey, like Casey.
Casey.
I don't know. It just says, yeah, somebody's chatting that.
Well, we don't know yet, Lori, what's up, but this is. Chris, I'm so sorry.
There's a good friend of Heidi's parents in here as well.
She would like someone to give her a call, I think.
It says Gingy me, Gingi me. Do you know who that is, Caressa?
Not by that ID, no. By that username.
Does Megan drive a silver 4-door sedan type car?
I guess so.
Yeah, you guys keep praying for her safe return.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pull up this baby registry thing. I don't know.
I was to say, one of the other things she said was that her sister just sent her a bunch of stuff from Amazon.
Megan's sister?
For the baby?
Yes.
Does Megan's family live in Houston with her? Do you know?
I don't think so. I think they all live far away, like away. Not far away, but away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's, oh wow, it's all over Twitter, this baby registry. December 1st, 2019, she has her due date as.
What's going on?
December 1st.
I know that. That's all I know. Oh.
So I guess she last texted Megan about breastfeeding. That's what being reported.
Yeah, that's what Caressa said, that the last one anybody heard is Megan told Caressa that Heidi texted Megan. But that's Megan's word, right?
That's Megan's
Yes.
word.
Saying that she got a text from her about nipple sensitivity.
Okay, I have the baby registry pulled up here. Expected to arrive on December 1st, 2019. Let me share the screen here while we're...
That's Heidi's due date.
That
That
was
was
Heidi's.
Heidi's due?
No way. December
When
1st
did
was...
Megan say she had the baby?
She was 14 days old Tuesday, is what she said.
Oh my God.
Tuesday, Monday, like Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is her registry. Wow, from Target. It doesn't look like anybody bought shit on this registry. Desired 1, purchase 0 for everything. She's
So what did
got
it say?
diapers, she's got onesies, bottles, robe, washcloths. I mean, everything, little socks, everything you would need for a newborn. But it looks like she has boy stuff on this registry. It's all boy clothes. Boys' leggings, boys' outfits, boys' shoes.
Can we go off of live so I can say something really quick?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's just been
Okay. For people that are just joining, I know we have almost 2,600 people here. So I want to recap that it has been reported that there is a raid going on right now in Houston at Megan, which is a friend of Heidi, at her house. What we do know is that Megan allegedly had a baby a couple weeks ago. Her and Heidi were best friends. They talked about breastfeeding. That was that was what we heard was the last communication, was Megan saying that she texted with Heidi about breastfeeding. You guys are, yeah. So right now we have the medical examiner has arrived at this house, which is Megan's house. We found a baby registry that was made on December the 1st for Megan, and it was either her husband or boyfriend. And if, you know, my guest is muted because that's her best friend. It's one of her best friends. So when this is coming out, I'm not going to put her on a live. So basically, this is my channel and I respect my guests and I will continue to respect my guests. But we are waiting for more info to come in. That is a very late registry. Who makes a registry on December 1st? When they've already... She made this registry on December 1st and it was all boy clothes. So was she going to disguise the baby as a boy? I don't know. Yeah, what the fuck? Gingy Me wants to call in. Okay, Gingy Me. Melissa, can you put the phone number and the meeting in chat, please? For Gingy. That's why I'm gonna have them call in. I'm gonna see who they are. Is it okay if I unmute you guys now? Can I unmute you guys until she calls in? Okay. Okay.
Chris, I'll ask you, what is Megan's relationship status? Do you know?
This is Heidi telling me this, that her and her boyfriend were on the rock. And then Megan told me the other day, and she kind of chuckled after, was, well, you know, I should be having a custody battle here in the next 2 months or so.
Mm-hmm. And again, you had never really talked to Megan until Heidi went missing.
Not in 10 years.
Not in 10 years. Wow. But she wasn't struggling financially at all.
I mean, it was even like Rachel asked me, can I give you Megan's number? And I was like, Megan wants to talk to me? Because all Heidi has told me in the last few years is that Megan has talked shit about me. Because jealousy, like we're so close. And she was like, she says, you know, it was like, because Megan moved to Hawaii for a while. And so, and that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure she's got money. I don't know what she does, but she's always Mustang. She's had 2 or 3 houses. I know that she hasn't rented. She bought them and sold them. I don't know if it's like her family has money or what, but she has 10 sisters and 6 brothers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Dad with the phone. We're waiting to get confirmation on what is happening right now.
Someone said KUVE is
what is
doing updates. KBUE News on Twitter.
Oh, on Twitter. Okay.
I think that's what says. Update on scene declaring adult with child.
Where is this? What is it called? K what?
Someone put it in chat. KVUE is reporting on this now via Twitter, confirming news.
Okay, let me see what's happening.
KVUE.
V as in Victor.
I wonder if Chris Green is an alias for Chris First.
He's a big black dude.
Oh, Chris Green is a real person?
That's she keeps saying her boyfriend Chris, and that
Okay.
her baby is half black.
Look on Twitter. Austin reporters are confirming it's linked to her. Okay.
It's
I'm
linked
just
to her,
seeing
but
where
we're
it
not getting any
says-
other
yeah.
information other than that.
It just says the Heidi Broussard investigation now extends to Houston. Authorities have been chasing leads.
In case tonight, yeah.
I put the number back in the chat. I don't know if she got it.
Gingy, we're putting it in chat. Go ahead and just keep putting it in there.
Okay.
I think they missed it. Gingy, we're putting the number in chat right now. Yeah, there's nothing on KUVE that's giving any kind of confirmation. So we're not going to speculate until we get confirmation
From the news.
Are we still muted?
No. You want to be?
Okay. No, I was just wondering.
Oh, okay. Just say the word. Say the word,
Lose
girl.
track.
On the patio.
Did somebody say we were? We weren't? Oh. This is the most nerve-wracking week of my life.
Crafts. Is there an article to that?
Oh yeah, other people are posting on Twitter the baby registry. Megan Humphrey and Christopher Green. Oh,
It really sucks. My kids are still up. They're worried.
I bet they are. You know, I mean, you said they're 11 and 13, right?
Yes, I'm the ones that live with us. Well, the 11-year-old, he's asleep. He's an early sleeper.
Oh, good.
When the first time y'all said the two names of the owners and then you said so-and-so Humphrey, I was like, why does that sound familiar?
Right, and it didn't register right away because you haven't been close with her, so.
Well, and somebody asked me the other day if I knew her last name, and I was like, no, Megan. I was like, I was like, she's Heidi's best friend. Like, we're acquaintances, friends. Like, we're friends. But, I mean, that's just like I was talking about my friend Rachel, how I'm doing a search party. She is my friend, but she loves Heidi because she met Heidi through me.
Right.
Thank you, everyone,
seems like
for
maybe
joining.
for Megan.
Okay, when is
Maybe
the
for
last time
Megan,
you talked
she
to?
considers Heidi.
When's the
her
last
best
time you
friend.
talked to Megan? Today?
Me?
Caressa.
Yes, today.
You talked to her today.
At what time was it? Noonish? One-ish? It was when Rachel and Destiny got done with their interview.
APRC.
So did she say anything today that, now that you look back, was weird, or?
No, she just got kind of upset at the news of Shane denying the abuse and stuff, like, throughout the years. But, like, how could he do that? Even, like, man up to the stuff that happened in the past. You know, if y'all had been getting along great during your pregnancy, except for a few times, you know, say that. And she just got super upset and said, you know, basically with me and Rachel, she was like, I gotta go. And we were like, okay, we love you. And she was like, love you, and hung up. And then
Can you try to call Megan?
Can I?
Well, she's on her
Oh.
phone right now.
Well, I know, but like, I don't know.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering
so
what time.
Melissa,
ahead.
Gingy's having a hard time with the number. Can you specify which is the call-in and which is the meeting? I think that might be the problem.
I did it that way though. Dial.
Thanks, Smokey P. So Megan's boyfriend is Chris is black. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Green.
Yeah.
Christopher Green.
Christopher, no, he's a black person. Is what I meant. Not his last name.
Yes.
Okay. So how was she gonna pull off this baby?
Yes.
Niece, I don't care what Gray's channel's saying. I really don't. Thank you, Michelle. Please.
Gray Hughes.
Well, I'm just wondering how she could pull that off. There's a lot of rumors, you guys. I get that you guys are repeating things you're seeing on Twitter, you're seeing on Facebook. But you know what? It's not verified yet. Megan has no Facebook. As far as we know, she has no such social media, right?
Yes. Like, for my knowledge, none at all.
She never had it, or did she get rid of it?
She used to. She used to.
Like recently got rid of it, or a while back?
Probably, I think 2 years ago, a year ago.
Oh, okay. No, Megan has no social media, guys. Caressa, thank you so much for being so strong and being a voice for your friend. You've done a fabulous, fabulous job. Really have.
Babe, I'm in the garage.
Have you ever heard a baby when you're on the phone with her?
Yes.
You have heard a baby?
Yes.
In the past week?
Yes, but that doesn't mean anything.
But in the past week, or?
Yes.
Mm.
I even told her she sounded sweet.
Cheryl T lives there in the area. She said the police were awaiting a warrant at around 8 p.m. So that would have been 9 o'clock. Right? Or no, 8 o'clock your time. It would have been 9 o'clock our time. We don't. Does Christopher Green have a Facebook?
I don't know.
I want to clarify, nothing has been confirmed yet.
Gingy said, I did dial those numbers and it's not working.
Well, I don't know, because Caressa joined it and called that number no problem.
Mm-hmm. I'll put it in chat one more time.
I don't know how she would know what the baby sounded like. I mean, it was a 2-week-old baby. For anybody who just joined, we have Caressa, who is Heidi's best friend. We were talking to her just about what was going on with the case and any progress that's been made, any questions that we had for her. And then there was a report that there was a raid going on in Houston right now. And it happens to be at Heidi's friend Megan's house. Megan had a baby allegedly about 2 weeks ago and named her baby Luna. However, her registry is all for boy stuff, and that was made December the 1st.
Also with a due date December the 1st as well. Is that right, Jay?
That was Heidi's due date, was December the 1st, yes. Does Megan have any other children besides this baby?
No.
Caressa did not talk with Megan before they went missing, so she wouldn't have heard a baby in the background because she didn't speak with her.
I found Christopher Green on Twitter.
Has he been current on it or?
No, the last thing was July 16th. He retweeted.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Caressa has been in contact with authorities. She's already spoken to authorities. And it sounds like they might have been a step ahead. They weren't able to give the family or friends any information. So Heidi met Megan at camp, you said?
Yes, at church camp in Columbus, Texas.
At church camp. And Megan works as a wedding planner? Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I couldn't remember what she did right when you said that. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, people are digging this up right now in real time. It's insane.
Well, it rang a bell right when you said it because I did both Heidi's gender reveal and her baby shower, and she's been trying to talk me into doing like party planning and stuff. And she was talking about how much you make doing it.
Right, let me pull up the target register.
Hey,
Megan's.
can we go quiet?
Yes, absolutely.
Couldn't think of the word real quick.
Okay. Okay, so what's the latest now? Okay, Caressa has hopped off. She had to go talk to a friend. So she hopped off. She's gonna come back if it's not a long phone call. But we have something else that's developed. So go ahead, girls.
They're saying that on Megan Humphrey's Instagram, there is a picture of Christopher Hurst on there. But unfortunately, I cannot see it because it's private. But I read that in chat.
All right, I'm looking up the I'm getting so many texts. My phone is blowing up.
Jamie said it says meeting ID does not exist.
I'm finding 2 Megan Humphreys on Twitter.
Oh, here.
Or Instagram. Wait, what am I on? Yeah, I'm on Instagram.
Megan Humphrey and Christopher Green, baby registry. Oh, there's a picture. Yep, there she is.
Look at your text. That's him in the middle.
I didn't get anything.
Really?
I have it pulled up on the screen.
Oh, there we go. Oh, okay.
So this is Megan and Christopher here.
No, look at the text I sent you. That's Christopher Hurst in the middle of that Instagram of Megan Humphrey's Instagram.
Oh.
Wait, what the fuck? What do you mean?
What?
Who's Christopher Humphreys?
No, Christopher Hurst.
Or Hurst, I mean.
That guy.
That's
yeah,
the
that
same
guy
dude.
That is. Then the one you have on your screen?
Isn't it?
No. Christopher Hurst is the one that's acting weird, saying all these weird posts on
But is that, it looks like the same
Facebook. Is that
dude.
so Shane is the one that did it?
I think that's what we're wondering is that Christopher Hurst with Megan and not a mysterious
Green.
That's
Christopher
what
Green?
I'm saying. It certainly looks like it. Right, I'm gonna pull up the pic. Hang on. You guys be the judge. I don't know. I'm literally mine. Okay. Do we think that's the same guy?
I don't think
Let
so.
me make it bigger and then. No. Same guy.
Mm-mm.
So
No,
explain
because
to me.
the Christopher Hurst.
I don't know. That's kind of hard to say. If you shave him down and cock his head, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't off at first glance, but I don't know.
I don't think Jay has seen a picture of Christopher Hurst.
I have not. No.
There's a whole montage of them. Let me see. Let me pull it up here.
I am mind blown. I am sick.
I've been sitting here shaking like I'm shivering for at least an hour. Just, oh, this is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Yeah, nothing new is out yet.
I think it's going to take a while because they're going to need to notify family before anything is released.
Yeah, because I don't see any updates anywhere.
Oh wow, Christopher Hurst used to have a huge Facebook of pictures. Like he's like a photographer, I think, maybe, because, and it's all almost gone. There's only like pictures.
Let me see if I can help Ginge. I don't know how I can help.
She still can't get on.
Jay, I sent you the link to Christopher Hurst's Facebook if you wanted to pull that picture up on his profile.
Anything new coming in, or
No, I'm not seeing anything.
I'm gonna try to give them a different. I don't think it's the same either. 1-646-558-86. Then the meeting ID. 29. Yeah, I mean, you can post whatever you want, but nothing has been
Confirmed.
so. All right, so Ginge, try this. Call the first number. No, we're definitely not back to square one. I mean, we're waiting on a raid and there's a medical examiner on screen. I mean, definitely
Same.
not back to square one. Okay, so here we were interviewing and speaking to Heidi's best friend, Caressa. While we were live, word came in there was a raid in Houston on a home that happens to be Heidi's friend, Megan, who allegedly had a baby 2 weeks ago and has been talking to Heidi about breastfeeding. I don't want just anybody to call in right now, though. That number is specifically for Gingy. They're a friend of her parents. So it's not open discussion lines, please. With all due respect, I love you guys calling in, but it's just for someone specific. Hi, who do we have that just joined? Oh, we lost him. So I want to clear up a few things. Was Megan in the delivery of baby Margot?
Yes. I believe that's what Caressa said.
Okay.
And I think she said that was the first time Heidi had seen Megan pregnant.
And we know from like the one you brought up, Melissa, it's so crazy. The girl in Chicago.
Right? Mm-hmm.
You had just brought that up.
Yeah, Marlon Ocho.
Yes, she did a
Yeah,
meetup.
she went to do on the marketplace.
Yeah, on the marketplace. Now, this is not a meetup.
This is a friend.
This is a friend. Yep. According to online records and a source, the car investigators are interested in is registered to someone Heidi knows. Well, we know that. We pretty much we found out whose house they were raiding.
Okay, on Twitter, Jessica Wiley just posted.
Hello, this is Ginger Bodwin. I'm Gingy Me.
Hi, Gingy. I'm glad you got through. So tell us who you are and how you know the family.
Okay, I'm Ginger Bodwin. I don't know Caressa at all, really. I just know Heidi. Heidi grew up with my kids and stuff before they became teenagers and stuff. We lived in Cameron, and David works for my husband. Heidi's dad my husband bought a shrimp boat, and he's the captain on that boat still. Caressa, I am David and Tammy's good friend. I don't know if Chris can hear me.
Caressa actually hopped off. She had to take a phone call.
Oh, okay. I've been trying to get in touch with y'all. But anyway, I mean, I thought maybe because I was shaking so bad whenever I was trying to call, maybe I was doing it wrong.
Yeah.
But I mean, I call in these calls all the time for work with my job. That we do these all the time, and I'm like, I know how to do it. It's just not. It was saying it was not. Anyway, so I don't know Caressa at all. And I'm listening. I've been trying to. I talked to David earlier today, and they had the baby. I don't know am I live? They can't hear me, can they?
Yeah, you are live. Do you want to not be live?
Okay. No, it don't matter. I'm just saying I didn't know what all.
Okay,
I could
yeah,
say.
you are live.
But
right
anyway, now. I'm the one that has the Facebook thing to collect money then because whenever I watch at first I didn't talk to them for a while because I didn't want to bother them. I don't know if it was bad because I hadn't really talked to Tammy and David in a little while. My husband talks to David every day, or till this happened. But anyways, then when I seen their interview, and I'm thinking, I'll sleep on the street if I have to. If it was me and my baby, I would never leave until I knew. I don't even care if I had money or not. And then I got to thinking, I'm like, well, he hasn't been working because, he works for my husband. And so I knew, and they're self-employed. There's no insurance or any kind of benefits or anything. And so I got to thinking, I'm like, I know they need money. So I said, well, I'm going to send him $1,000 out of my own money. My husband don't even have to help her if he don't want or whatever. Well, then I got to thinking, I'm like, because we're a small town. Where we from, it was a very small, close-knit community from Cameron. And then when Hurricane Rita hit, it just took everything, and then we all scattered. David and Tammy had moved to Lake Charles before that, though. And we would either go sleep at their house or they would come sleep at ours while her husband was shrimping when our children were growing up. But anyway, I know I'm rambling on, but I'm freaking out because
it's okay.
Did they confirm that? Because I don't have any kind of TV or anything like that or internet. All I have is this YouTube stuff on my phone.
They haven't confirmed anything. The only thing they've confirmed is that the home belongs to Megan, who was a friend of Heidi.
The car is registered to someone Heidi knows.
Yeah, and it is. The car's registered to somebody. Megan, the girl Megan or whatever.
Well, they're not saying it's hers, but they're saying it's someone she knows, and we know from Caressa that that's Megan.
Okay. Yeah, I heard Caressa saying that, and I could tell in her voice when she put the connection together. See, I don't know any of Heidi's friends at all. Like I said, I'm 55 years old, so I don't really know the younger ones. And Tammy and I have her on Facebook, and I hadn't really been to her house. Our kids grew up, that we kind of just both got busy, with grandkids and everything. But I keep up with her on Facebook and all. Well, apparently she changed her Facebook page lately, and I didn't, or maybe I got a friend request and didn't know, but I have her old friend, Tammy's old Facebook page. But anyway, I talked to David today, and they do have Silas. That is a fact. They were bringing him he went to his regular karate class today, and he still does not know about any of this at all. And so David couldn't really tell me a whole lot, but he did say that there's nothing new. Now, this breaking news stuff, that just happened. I hadn't talked to him since, this evening. But I do know that somebody else gave him money that they private messaged me today. It's also a real close friend that we were all from Cameron. They sent her some money and gave it to her. And Tammy started crying because she had to buy some underwear, like things that we don't even think about. You don't think about all this with this family that's over there, and they're in a hotel, and they, don't have money and stuff. And it's not that they're not rich people, And so I still haven't got the money, even though it's in Facebook. It's on there and stuff, but Facebook told me it takes like 5 days before it gets in my account, and then 3 to 5 business days before it gets into the account that I have set up for them to be able to get the money. However, David did tell me that he'll give me his checking account number. He said, I know I can trust you. I'll give you everything, and you can just direct deposit it in there. But I'm trying to get him to set up a PayPal account so that they can receive the money like instantly. If not, I live south of Lake Charles, so I'm like 5 or 6 hours from Austin. But I will personally go bring them money if they need to. But right now, he said it's okay if we got to wait 5 days. But they were crying. They were very, very thankful that this was happening. And within 24 hours, we had over $5,000, which I put 1,000 of it. But anyway, donated. So I can't tell y'all how grateful they are for this. And I can promise you, this is not a hoax. This is not Heidi just taking off and hiding, or even if her husband or boyfriend, her fiance was abusive, she still would never have not included her parents in running away. This, and then going this far with the FBI in there. There is no way. I can promise you that much. And that is a fact. I don't care what anybody says. She did not just take off and run away. This child, I don't care what her her little stuff that they talking about her. That was just a little moment of an age that you go through. We all went through things that we kind of rebelled or whatever. But this girl is wonderful. These people are wonderful people. I know them. Heidi was with us growing up as a child. I'm telling you, this is crazy. Hello? Is anybody there?
Yes, we're here. Do you hear me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I felt like I was rambling on. I'm just
no. We're listening. You're
I was
perfect.
muted.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just freaking out. I'm like, seriously, whenever y'all said, somebody posted on there that they read that Heidi was dead and that the baby was still alive, and it's just seeming crazy. This Megan girl. First of all, when somebody first said there was a baby register, my heart sunk. I'm like, oh my God, I got sick, and I'm like, then it started all kind of like coming out pretty fast like this. I just pray to God that Heidi's alive and the baby's alive. Maybe she just tried to kidnap her or something. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. I think we might have an update here.
Okay.
Have you talked to her parents? I'm sorry, I didn't catch.
I talked to David. David is her daddy. I talked to him today. Tammy was supposed to call me back this evening. She said once they settled Silas in and was relaxed and stuff, she was going to call me, but she had so many other people calling her. So a person private messaged me that was speaking to her, and just, obviously they talked for hours. So Tammy did not call me this afternoon, but I did talk to David about 1:45 to 2 o'clock because I had a doctor's appointment. I had to hang up when I was on the way in, and that's why I know what time it was. So, but I have not talked to them about all this that's going on. I'm not going to call them.
Well, right.
In the middle of this.
No, this is chaos for them. This is total chaos.
Oh God. And just so everybody knows, they are not watching social media. They don't even know how to download an app on their phone.
Thank God.
These are not people. Yes, exactly.
The kids are going to lose it when they open these.
I don't even, and I know that they're just talking to the FBI and all that stuff. They are not, like, I'm like digging in all this.
On social media. So I want to get everybody up to date on what we know from here is that a house in Harris County, which is in Houston, Texas, was swarmed by the FBI, APD, as part of a missing Austin woman and baby case, which is Heidi and Margot. So there's about 24 officers from those departments on Bojack Drive near Jersey Village, if you're familiar with that area. We've found out in our live here tonight that the house is a friend of Heidi's.
Yeah, that she said she met her in a
yeah, she met her at church camp a long time ago. Yeah, like more than a decade ago. And this Megan was at the birth of baby Margot. She was there in the delivery room. That was the first time that Heidi saw Megan pregnant. That was the first time she saw her pregnant. And they had babies that were allegedly the same age. They talked about breastfeeding. And from what we hear from Megan, the last text when she was asked the last time she heard from Heidi, she said was that morning they were texting about breastfeeding. This Megan has kept in close.
Like 8:25.
Yes, 8:25 in the morning.
So we know for sure Heidi was alive then.
Yeah, the close friends that have, band together since this happened were contacted, and they were contacted. Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm getting so many texts right now. My mind is like blown. What was I saying about the close friends? The close friends of hers.
They bonded, and then they've been contacting each other.
Oh yeah, then they were contacted by Megan. So Megan wasn't really a friend of Caressa. Caressa didn't know Megan. She knew she was a friend of Heidi's, but they weren't friends Like, she was surprised that Megan even had her phone number. They weren't friends.
Is Caressa gonna come back on the phone?
If she can, she said she would.
And do you have my caller ID where you can give her my phone number?
I don't. But you can email it to me if you would. Your
or
number
you could
is
just mute it now, and then I could give it to her because I'm messaging with her.
Okay, yeah, please.
Okay. Does she know anything,
I don't want
Melissa?
it to be
or we can't say.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry. Are you asking me something?
Nothing yet. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't catch your first name. I'm just going to call you Gingy. Gingy? Oh, Ginger. Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and give Melissa your number. You're muted, so the whole world isn't going to hear your number, but go ahead and give it to Melissa, and she's going to pass it on to Caressa right now. All right, I'm taking you off mute now.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to just recap that we know that the house they're searching is a friend of Heidi's. Like from, when she was younger, when she was in her probably late teens, they met. This girl allegedly had a baby girl 2 weeks ago. She mysteriously, popped back into the friends' lives. She would call the friends in this past week, Heidi's close friends that she doesn't really know. They know of each other 5-6 times a day.
Since Heidi's been missing?
Yeah. 5-6 times a day.
And she even had a baby.
Before that, Heidi was talking to her before that?
Yes. Yeah, Heidi had always talked to her, but this Megan didn't know this other group of friends very well. They weren't all friends together. So, she got right in contact with these girls and was, asking for updates quite often.
I'm wondering when she started contacting Heidi. Like, has she always had contact with her?
I believe so. I think they've always been friends. Yeah. And then, the baby thing. I don't know when that whole thing came into play. I don't know the whole backstory to Megan's pregnancy story. All I know is that she was there in the delivery room, and that was the first time that Heidi had seen her pregnant. So maybe they hadn't seen each other for several months. We just don't know. But that was the first time Heidi said, that she saw Megan pregnant, was at the delivery of Margot.
I mean, maybe Heidi's over there hiding out. That's what I pray. But I don't know what they would be bringing a medical examiner there for.
Yeah. I mean, we hear these awful, awful stories of women who can't have babies or, for some reason, whatever the reason is, they steal other women's babies.
Well, I hope that's not the case. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, it sounds very odd because Megan has a baby registry that was made December the 1st.
Yeah.
So yeah, people that lose babies. Yes. Thank you, Danette. People that lose babies, that have babies that die, have babies that were stillborn,
Well, I imagine the FBI's been checking into that.
Oh, yeah.
If they're there, obviously they found out something.
They knew something to send, 24 officers.
Well, I talked to David today, and honestly, they sound like they just, they figured Heidi's alive. I mean, like everything's okay. So I almost had like a sense of relief because he didn't tell me anything because Silas was in the car and he couldn't really talk. And Tammy was in Walmart trying to get her, like I said, she was trying to purchase her personal stuff. But he couldn't really say anything, but he did not sound like horribly down, like, oh, I mean, I don't know, but my husband did say he's like that, though. He's like the type of person that one time something bad happened to the boat, and he was like, just didn't seem like he was upset too bad. And I don't know, but I don't know.
I mean, obviously you don't know Megan or you don't know Caressa or any of the friend group.
No.
You're a friend of Heidi's parents.
Right. And like I said, Heidi grew up with my children until they were in their teens. But no, I don't know Heidi as an adult.
We're the largest brewer in the world, so we're basically a 652-year-old company that is trying to innovate and be relevant for the next 100+ years.
So we went through an effort about a year and a half ago where we went to the market and really examined what's out there, what's the art of the possible, and we arrived at Zoom.
Our team and stakeholders are...
I don't know how to find out any other way, whatever y'all watching or whatever, Like I said, we're just
yeah, I mean, we're pretty much...
Jay, I have some information here. It says earlier in the day, Child Protective Services was called, and the fire department went to the home, and a 1-month-old baby with no visible signs of distress was transported.
Yeah, I just sent that to you, John, the article.
Wait, what?
There was an article that was posted.
That would have been Heidi, David, and them would have known. And I talked to him at like 1:45 to 2 o'clock today. And
well, this was just published at 10:47 tonight.
Right. They wouldn't have necessarily told David.
It says earlier in the day, Child Protective Services called the Caressa Fire Department to the home. A 1-month-old baby was found with no visible signs of distress. The baby was transported to a hospital for treatment. While KPRC2 was at the scene late Thursday night, a medical examiner's van arrived. So the baby is at the hospital, and there's a medical examiner van that arrived to the home.
I wonder what time, because Tammy texted me at 5:45 this afternoon.
Late Thursday night, so sometime tonight.
So if it had to be after that, then, and that might be why she didn't get a chance to call me too. But I mean, it depends on what time they brought that baby, because I can tell you right now, if they have her grandchild in the hospital, they would have called the grandparents right away, at least, and let them know that.
I mean, they could have called them. I mean, maybe that's why you haven't heard back from Tammy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But
right.
I know she texted me that she was going to be calling me at 5:45, and I hadn't heard from her since. So it could be very well. I don't know. But to me, it would be publicly, people would have been saying that happened. You know what I'm saying? People who are there with Tammy and them, that's friends and close and stuff, they would have let us know that they found the baby at least. So I don't know what baby that is. I don't know.
It's the baby that was just taken out of this home they're searching.
What I think, Ginger, is that if this is Margot, they hadn't notified the family yet at the time you talked to David earlier.
Right.
Yeah, they probably have.
And this may have happened after you talked to David.
And they have to probably verify that it is Margot before they're going to give them false hope, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it had to be after I talked to them. I know for a fact it had to be, because they would have let me know. They wouldn't even have probably answered my text, to be honest. I'm sure that. So I don't know. I just pray to God it is Margot. I hope she's okay and alive, and I pray to God Heidi is too. I pray to God Heidi's okay.
Yeah, we all do. We all do.
Yes, we do.
Well, thanks for calling in, and our thoughts are with all of you guys.
Well, y'all have my number, please. If y'all find anything out, please just let me know.
Yes, we will. We'll let you know.
Give Chris my number. Tell her, because I'm trying to get people that are around there, like where I can talk to somebody, because I don't want to keep bothering Tammy and David. I just, it's too close for them. I don't want to talk to them about it too much. Like, even though we're good friends, I wouldn't want to answer the phone and tell everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying not to do that to them.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
so Melissa's
absolutely.
going to pass on your phone number to Caressa, and hopefully she'll give you a call.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Thank y'all. I'm going to hang up.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Wow. Okay, so I want to kind of, Melissa, if you're there still, I want to kind of go over the story that you guys were just talking about, just to clarify it, about where the baby is, and confirm what's going on here.
So this is an article that was published today at 10:47, and it was updated at 11:48 p.m. It's from Houston. I think it's NBC2. They said FBI agents along with Texas Ranger and Austin police officers are at a home near Jersey Village Thursday evening investigating in connection with the search for an Austin mother and newborn missing since last week. Heidi Broussard, 33, and her infant daughter, Margot Carey, were last seen about 7:30 a.m. on December 12th while dropping off a child at Cohen Elementary School in Austin. Police said on Twitter, officials believe Broussard returned home with her baby afterward, but they have not been seen or heard since Thursday. Earlier in the day, Child Protective Services called the Caressa Fire Department to the home. A 1-month-old baby was found with no visible signs of distress. The baby was transported to a hospital for treatment. While KPRC2 was at the scene late Thursday night, a medical examiner's van just arrived. Austin police established a dedicated tip line with the phone number. So a baby was taken out of that house that they are at right now.
And that was done when?
This article was updated at 11:48 tonight, so just about 10 minutes ago.
I'm just confused.
I think
because
it said earlier today.
Oh yeah, it did say earlier today. I'm just confused because they say there was nothing visible, but what was the baby transported for treatment for?
Maybe just to do a check on the baby to make sure.
Well, that would be standard protocol whenever.
To take a baby to the hospital if it shows no signs that are visible?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they still have to do a check on the baby. And
I always thought they came and they looked for visible signs. If there were none, they didn't have the right to take the child any further than that. Well, I never knew that.
Under the circumstances of investigating a crime.
Right. Yes. And I mean, if a medical examiner is on scene, obviously,
Wait. Who's Betsy Broussard? Why was she hidden? That's Heidi's last name.
Yes.
Yeah, don't hide her. That's
I don't see that.
That's a family member. Well, it's going so fast. I mean,
Betsy Broussard Carroll.
Oh, that is standard practice?
Yes, anytime there's a child involved in any kind of investigation, they will automatically transport. I mean, they'll have CPS come in, like they said they did, but then CPS will take it to the hospital for evaluation. That way they have like an official baseline that it has been medically checked out. I mean, because CPS is not, they aren't medical
probably
professionals.
Because of the age of the baby, yeah. I mean, you talk to a kid and you can actually interview them.
They're also going to have to establish DNA as well. And paternity. They'll probably do that at the hospital as well.
Okay, so a baby was taken earlier today from the home that is being searched right now. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And do we have confirmation from her friend at all on any of this?
Have you heard anything back from Caressa?
Are we not able to talk about anything right now? Okay.
Hold on. I'm talking to somebody else actually.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering if we got any word on this from the friends and family.
Well, no, that's what I'm assuming why she probably had, Rachel called her. So
and just thought it was important.
Do we need more mods in the chat? Are you guys needing some help? I mean, I slowed a lot, but it's still going pretty fast. Is it? I'm looking for some familiar. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's going so fast I can't even. Dixon, I don't know about you. I ain't giving you a wrench. Amanda Dixon. Ooh, all right. Do I need to slow down a little bit? Yeah, people are trolling. People with no hearts. Can you guys hear me? Oh, you guys are muted. Christy?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, I felt like our Zoom ended or something.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I'm muted. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, so if you just joined, Christy, you want to give a little recap real quick?
You need a break there, Jay?
I kind of do, yeah. I'm gonna take a drink here.
Yeah, you've been talking for a long time here. So we had Heidi's best friend, Caressa, on. That's how we started this, and she was giving us, her understanding of the history between Heidi and Shane, and addressing some of the rumors that have gone on. And as we were talking with her, maybe about an hour or two into it, we got this news that there was the FBI and the Austin PD at a house in Houston, and apparently they had been there for several hours doing a raid. And so we determined the address and looked up a name. And as it turns out, when we read this name out, Caressa was, I don't even know how to describe it, beside herself, because that's the name of Heidi's other good friend, who apparently just had a baby herself, about a couple days, maybe a week after Heidi. So her baby is only about 2 weeks old. But come to find out, we don't know that she ever necessarily had a baby. Heidi had never seen her pregnant, except when she showed up to Heidi's birth of Margot. And the last person to supposedly have received communication from Heidi was this girl, Megan. According to Megan, Megan said that Heidi had messaged her at 8:23 Thursday morning on December 12th, asking her about breastfeeding issues. And so this has just kind of been unfolding. We've just now discovered that they are reporting that a baby was taken from this residence by CPS to the hospital, and that the baby appears to be fine. And we don't have confirmation, but there's a lot of rumors on Twitter and whatnot saying that Heidi might not be okay. And FBI and I guess medical examiners are at this house and closely inspecting this vehicle that is parked at the house right next to the house, like right up against it. So I think that's kind of where we're at, and we're trying to figure out, what's the latest.
It's really crazy. I mean, I'm just sitting here, I'm like shaking inside.
I like I said, I feel like I'm shivering cold. I can't stop shaking. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, thank you for all the super chats. Wow. We don't know if she faked her pregnancy. We don't know that yet. No updates on the Twitters.
No,
let me look here again.
I've been checking. I haven't
I'm
seen
not
anything.
seeing anything, and I saw somebody say that they were notifying family. And that was around the time when Caressa got her call.
Right.
And the fact that she hasn't called back tells me it's nothing.
Yeah, I just messaged her and I told her to let me know if everything's okay and that we're here.
You feel so helpless. I mean, when all of that started flooding through and having her right there, not knowing, was like a really scary feeling.
I just wanted to reach through the internet and hug her.
And you can't. You know, it's like you feel so helpless.
I'm glad to know her husband's there with her right now, though. Yeah. So I know he's not always there for work and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and if it does happen to be that this Megan is the one who has done this, Megan and Christopher maybe did it together. I do have to eat a little crow on my Shane suspicion, and I'm gonna say it now.
I mean, you don't think there could be a possibility he was involved anyway?
I don't know. I don't think so. If it was this woman, it was her and him. Or just her and he had no idea she wasn't really pregnant. You know, women can pull this off. This is some Lifetime movie shit right here.
Well, just like in Chicago, the woman pulled it off here too.
Yes, this is Lifetime shit. This being her friend, one of her best friends. I mean,
and like I said, you know,
a sick stranger, I can get. I mean, I get a little more
and
like,
you know what? Now it makes sense why she didn't need the car seat, because maybe Megan had one in the car already, and she said, "Let's go run to the store or something," or you know, why did she leave her purse
somehow
behind?
she,
yeah.
Well, you know what may have happened, and this is purely speculation, which we probably shouldn't do right now. But what if Heidi was getting in her vehicle? And that's why her purse was in the car. So Heidi's getting in the vehicle. Chris and Megan pull up, grab her and the baby, and put her in the car. And, you know, maybe she wasn't done loading up the car. That's why the diaper bag was sitting inside. Right?
But for her to be abducted in broad daylight is just so mind-boggling.
Wasn't the diaper bag right by the door or something?
Yes, I think so, on the floor.
Yeah, because she was going to probably put the baby in and go back and get the diaper bag, and you know, instead of doing it vice versa. Something happened, and I'm telling you, this is something like a fucking Lifetime movie. Excuse my language, but it is. It's insanity. The dog wasn't even, the dog was out on the little porch.
Mm-hmm. And that was the first thing I was thinking. It was put there to be out of the way, to not interfere with whatever was happening.
That's what I thought originally. But now I'm thinking she probably had her keys and her phone may have been on her. It might have been in her back pocket. We don't know.
Right.
So what if her phone was in her back pocket? She had her keys. She's in the vehicle. She's starting it and putting the baby in, whatever, and then going back to get the diaper bag. I mean, that's a totally plausible explanation.
Yes, it is.
Yes. If this is what happened, though, I almost think that, I mean, it's a 2.5 hour drive from Megan's house. She had to have been there waiting, knowing she was going to be taking Silas to school and that nobody was gone. Her mom was gone. Shane was at work. It's like she had to have been waiting for her to come home from taking Silas to school. That's how I would imagine it.
Well, and also too, is Chris Green really Chris Hurst?
Good
I mean,
question.
that's another thing that we don't know for sure.
Amanda, you have a good point. Amanda said if she called Heidi at 8:25 and her phone was turned off at 8:30, then Megan was right there when she called her.
Oh, I forgot that.
Wait, who called Heidi at 8:25?
8:23. Megan called her. Wasn't it about because her nipples were sore from breastfeeding?
Something about her. Yep.
Yes.
Well, but I thought this was as was reported by Megan. Like this wasn't an official law enforcement said that was data on her phone, but Megan said that she had talked to her at that
time. Emma, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. And this is my channel, so appreciate your input, but right now is not the time. Get rid of her. Get rid of that comment. Maybe it was when she was coming back in the house, got everything in and said, crap, I forgot my purse. I don't know. There's something with that.
I'm sure we'll get
wait, we have someone who lives there. I live in the same apartment complex, and what you are saying could be true, because here nobody sees anything, nobody hears anything. I myself found this out. I found out this was happening here Tuesday night when I saw the FBI.
Oh, so she didn't know what was going on until
Tuesday.
A couple days after.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, the baby 1 month old. I mean, 3 weeks is pretty much, they're going roughly.
I think it's a little over 3 weeks at this point because I think she was born on the 26th. So, yeah, it's 1, 2, 3 weeks and 2 days. So, yeah, I'm saying 1 month is, they're not going to be exact.
Someone did say in chat that Megan was even at the birth of Margot.
Yes, she was. Yeah.
This is really, really scary. Yeah, someone who's close to her. We know it belongs to her friend Megan. And I say friend in quotes because that's... And so she met her at church camp. Of all places. Of all places.
Right, and Caressa had known her from there as well. Her and Caressa just clashed and had not really been friends for the last 10 years, but Heidi maintained that friendship with her. They all met each other together at the same place, same time.
But I wonder why her seat was pushed back.
That's a good point.
I mean, did the car look like it was moved? I mean, did Chris drive it?
That's a good point because, and her car was left unlocked and Shane said she would never leave it unlocked.
And what door? Remember the door was wide open.
I think that might be conflicting information. Maybe it was, but I think that might be that her car door was left unlocked, got mistranslated to the front door was open, but I don't know. Maybe the front door was open.
Someone in chat said, I lived down the street from this complex back in 2009. There was a couple murders at this complex and never had any witnesses. One was a shooting and one was a stabbing. Could go unnoticed here.
Wow.
There's somebody in chat said that maybe they killed her in the car and had to push the seat back to get her out.
Well, I guess my question would be, how tall is Chris?
Well, but why
would he be in her car? Her car wasn't moved as far as we know.
But we don't know which Chris it is, though. Is it Chris?
Well, I know, but what I'm saying is we don't know. Okay, the car seat was back, but it wasn't driven as far as we know, right?
Correct. But I guess what we don't know. We don't
that because we don't know where the keys are. The keys are missing.
Right, but the car's there, the seat's back. So does that mean someone drove it and brought it back? And
Possibly.
then left it unlocked? I don't know. I mean,
yeah, maybe Chris drove it back and just left her purse in the car and took the keys.
Car seat was in the car, right? Or was the baby in it? That's
in
another
the house.
No, it was in the house.
I think the car seat was in the house.
Yes.
So where was the baby?
I'm sure Megan probably had a car seat in her car already.
No. No. So the car seat for Margot, Heidi's car seat, was in the house?
Correct.
Yes.
It wasn't in the car.
Correct.
So the car seat is to be accounted for. It was inside.
Yes, there's pictures of it, I think, right?
Yes.
Oh.
But why did Shane go pick Silas up early from his karate?
It's like he almost knew that Heidi wasn't going to pick him up.
Well, he had to have known she wasn't going to pick him up. Her car was there.
Yeah, but at 5:38,
if she was over hanging out at her friends and he did text her, like he said, she didn't answer. Her car's there. He's like, well, probably fuck. I got to go get him. It's almost 6.
I mean, like I said, he was acting super sketchy, and
he might just be a sketchy dude, though, too.
Right, and I'll be very happy to say I was wrong.
Right,
but there's still some things that are off. You know, why did he pick Silas up early? There's no rationale for that.
But what else?
There's still
would
too
be
many
off
unanswered
besides
questions.
that? I mean,
The
if he's
car seat pushed back.
Unless
I don't know.
Chris Green is a big guy, maybe, and he drove the car for some odd reason. I mean,
yeah,
I feel if this girl did this and like faked a pregnancy or something, I don't think Shane was involved with that. I just don't see where would be his motive? Like, what would be his motive for his baby girl being taken? Like, why would he want this lady to have his baby?
Money.
Well, and this is complete speculation. This is very far out there. I'm not saying I believe this, but Caressa did say that Megan has money. And I asked her, did she think Shane could have helped do this for money, especially if he believes the baby's not his and is Casey's?
Well, my question is...
she did say that when we were muted.
I think we were muted and you were talking,
Yeah.
Jay. We were talking about that.
Oh, okay. Hang on, I just lost my train of thought because I'm reading chat. Okay, so we did confirm, though, that Shane was not called by the school, that he picked Silas up early. Okay, I just wanted to clarify
so that's a blatant lie.
But did it come out of his mouth?
Yes, that's what he said on the news interview. That was the one where he was standing out in front of the complex.
Okay, let's confirm. I want one of you guys, I don't know who wants to do it. People are confused. Chris Hurst versus Chris Green. Someone clarify that.
Okay. Chris Hurst was just a man that Heidi knew, that was friends with back in the day. He was posting online, saying stuff. And then Chris Green is connected to this Megan Humphrey. I think it's her boyfriend. But
Chris Green is who is on the baby registry with Megan.
From what I was just told from a source, that Chris Hurst is not involved.
Thank you. Yes, Brandy, I will. Check. Guys keep rushing or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just going.
I mean, even though Shane, now I'm thinking about it, we don't know what it's like to be in his situation. He could have just been awkward, felt uncomfortable. I mean, there could be many
It's very
reasons.
possible.
Yeah. I mean, he was abusive, so it is speculative. It's
right.
speculatory. But
I mean, Caressa did,
and that's probably why the dude was shitting his pants. Like, oh my god, what has happened?
All this is going to come out. They're going to blame me.
Yeah, I mean, you have this abusive relationship in the past. Yeah. No.
I mean, he's been physically violent with her and throwing wine glasses.
I mean, that's a fact.
Caressa. This is not. He's still an abusive partner, very violently abusive, regardless, based on Caressa's firsthand witnessed experiences.
All right, I have a picture here. Let me pull this up. Share my screen. All right, there it is. Someone emailed me this, okay? This is a side-by-side, they said, of Chris Hurst from Facebook and from Instagram.
I think the picture on the right is from Megan's Instagram.
Or Megan's Instagram. But yes. I feel like they have totally different noses, and I don't think it's the same. I mean, the hairline's the same.
Okay, so I'm just reading an article, Crime Online, that was just published, and they were saying that authorities entered the home at 8:15. A neighbor told ABC 7:13 that authorities asked if she remembered movement in and around the home on December 12th, the day Heidi and Margot disappeared. Now they're saying earlier Friday, an infant was taken from the home after a Child Protective Services call to the local fire department. According to authorities, the baby was alive with no visible signs of injury. A medical examiner's van was seen driving at the residence on Thursday night.
Well,
so are they talking earlier Friday? I mean, that's today.
So maybe someone reported this. Maybe somebody wanted to report it, but did it in a way where they called CPS. Because it's completely anonymous, which we learned with the Oni saga that was used probably because it's completely anonymous.
But why are they saying earlier Friday?
So that was earlier today.
Oh yeah, because it's 12:20 here.
Oh, it says Friday?
Yeah, it says a neighbor told ABC 13 that authorities asked if she remembered movement in and around the home on December 12th, the day Heidi and Margot disappeared. Earlier Friday, an infant was taken from the home after a Child Protective Services call to the local fire department. According to authorities, the baby was alive with no visible signs of injury. A medical examiner's van was seen arriving at the residence on Thursday night. So maybe they're saying earlier Friday because it's midnight now.
I think it's just a rush reporting.
Okay, I have to interrupt you guys. Shane just changed his profile picture on Facebook to just all black.
Oh, really?
And one of her friends tweeted that she hates this world with a broken heart.
Oh.
So what does the black profile mean?
Mourning? That's what I would think.
I think it's safe to say they got bad news about Heidi.
It's not showing changed for me yet. I don't know. Might just not be updated yet.
And the fact that there was a medical examiner there.
Yeah, that tells you everything you got to know. Medical examiner only means one thing.
On his Facebook, the picture didn't change.
No, it didn't. His
or maybe his cover.
His cover has always been black.
Oh,
yeah, that's always been black.
Oh, it's always been like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I don't see any news updates or anything.
Have you heard anything back from Caressa?
Let me check. No.
That person says, I have confirmed that Chris Hurst knows Chris Green and his ex-wife. It's on Instagram. Shane is deleting photos on his Facebook.
Well, we're not friends with Shane, so I'm sure we can't see that.
Marissa, do you know Shane? Jail roster in Houston and see who they've taken into custody. What's the county? Harris?
Harris.
This is like nerve.
I know. I did not expect this at all.
Who knew?
Oh, not Shane.
What is
Carissa's
Megan's last
husband.
name? Humphreys? Hump.
Phrey. What'd you say, Melissa?
Is it with an S or no?
Carissa's husband changed it. Let me see. Carissa's husband was the one that changed his Facebook, not Shane.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'll check right now.
There's no Humphrey. Is it Humphreys?
No, it's just Humphrey.
Megan, Maygen.
Yeah, there's only 2 males with that last name in Harris County.
Yes, 14 minutes ago, Carissa's husband did change his profile to all black, and his what is it called?
Instagram?
Profile. No, his profile pic and his background pic are both black.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would even be on the jail website this quick.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that either.
I don't think so. Anything new coming in on the Twitters?
No.
Jessica Wiley? Yeah, there is something new. They removed a body from the residence.
No.
Houston News. Okay, let me go. All right, let's see. I'm going to play this video here.
Behind the traits you love about your breed are health needs you don't see. Royal Canin Tailor Nutrition keeps your heart going strong. With over 200 formulas, we support the magnificence that makes them.
Well, we got a little ad here.
Well, before that plays, it was just
Rangers,
confirmed
DPS,
that
the
Christopher
FBI,
Green is booked in Harris County Jail.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Holy shit. So it was him and her.
Yep.
Man.
All right,
Oh my God.
let's listen to this real quick.
And the Austin Police Department are here on scene at this house right behind me on Bojack in Northwest Harris County. This is the Rolling Fork neighborhood. We have counted about 24 officers and agents here, first waiting for what we believe was a warrant. They have been here for hours since early this afternoon. Then around 8:15 tonight, movement. They went into the house, but seemed to be more focused on a car in the driveway in the back. Sky Eye was overhead earlier. That car, a Nissan, parked up close to the house. Again, officers from the Austin Police Department here. We, of course, are asking whether this is connected to the disappearance of Austin mother Heidi Broussard and her infant daughter. They haven't been seen since December 12th. A neighbor told us tonight that police asked her whether she remembers any movement here at that house right there on Bojack on that day, December 12th. The only official response tonight from the FBI is a vague statement. The FBI is lawfully present at the location conducting a law enforcement operation. That is all we are being told officially, but obviously a high-profile investigation going on at this home in Northwest Harris County. We, of course, plan to stay on scene to see what develops.
Behind the traits you love about your breed are health needs you don't see.
All right. Are you guys still there with me? You're
Yes,
muted.
I'm here.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Oh, that Christopher Green was booked 3 days ago.
Oh, wow.
3 days ago.
Yeah, date is 12/17 for Chris Green.
Wait, you said 12/17?
Oh, yeah, someone else said Chris Green was booked on 12/17.
What was he booked for, though? Deadly weapon?
Well, that would have been Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Deadly weapon charges, multiple charges. Not sure if it's the same one. Pretty sure if it was the same one, the media would have picked up on that, don't you think?
Right. And so it's a different Chris.
I mean,
it's a common name. Like, you'd have to match up a birth date to know.
Oh my God.
Could that be him, though?
No, because he's 19.
Oh,
he was born in 2000.
No.
Unless,
I mean, I guess not impossible, but not very likely if he's 19. She's 33.
I want to see proof that both of them were booked.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now we're waiting for word on Heidi. We do know that the baby was taken to the hospital earlier today.
Well, on Jessica Willie's Twitter, it did say medical examiner removed a body from the location tonight.
So that is confirmed.
Yes, 6 minutes ago.
So we know the baby was taken to the hospital and we know a body was removed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much tells us.
We pretty much know that. Well, I mean, do we know that Megan's alive?
Well, that's true
Megan
too.
or
Yeah. Do we know that Megan's alive right now?
Yes, because Caressa talked to her earlier today.
Yeah. Yes.
Around 1:00, she said she thought it was.
Okay. So they removed a body, and we're assuming that is the body of Heidi.
Yes. Because they were focusing on the car, they said.
Yeah, Christopher Green is also 33, the one who is tied to that address.
Oh, see, it says CY Fair VFD confirms Medic 10 responded to the house this afternoon for a 1-month-old female.
Yeah.
So they were there earlier today for the baby.
Correct.
Right. And that's when they took the baby to the hospital.
Right. And then they probably came back because they were able to enter the house. They had probably to wait for a search warrant.
So we don't know who called CPS.
I don't think anybody called CPS public. I think it came through the FBI
police?
and Austin PD. Yes.
No, it said a call came from CPS who requested an evaluation.
Right. So what the standard procedures for this kind of thing is police are on an investigation. They have a child involved. They will call CPS. CPS will call the fire department, which is accompanied by the ambulance. And then they will evaluate the child and they will transport the child. The fire department and the ambulance will.
So then they just got a tip to this house.
Correct. I mean, I think this is part of the investigation that's been building over the last week, and the FBI has gotten to this point where they showed up, got the baby, called CPS.
They said Jessica Willie, news reporter, is on the scene. I don't know if she's live right now.
Who?
Jessica Willie. For maybe check KTRK.
Oh wait, I got a link to Chris Green. Oh, this is the same one. It's for theft, assault with a deadly weapon, disorderly, no driver's license on demand, and defective head. Don't think that. I don't think that's our Chris Green, do you?
No, the Chris Green tied to that address is 33 years old.
Oh, and this guy's 19.
Well, so where is Chris and Megan in this then?
Well, I guess that's the question
Because did they say anyone was taken from the house, arrested? I mean,
no, they have not. So that's why I'm saying, like, someone just came in and said they're both booked. We have no proof of that. We already checked that. And
no,
I don't
Megan's baby is not 1 week.
1 month.
Yeah, someone said in chat. She said Megan's baby is 1 week. No.
Oh no,
Megan
2 weeks.
Megan, no, they had the same birth date, remember?
No, not the same birth date.
The same due date.
Caressa said that on Monday or Tuesday, Caressa's baby was 14 days old. 14 or 15 days old. So I think it put her being born like within the first couple days of December, supposedly, according to Megan telling Caressa.
Uh-oh.
What?
I don't know. People are speculating a suicide there.
A suicide where?
At the house.
That might be the body removed.
Megan had an interview with FBI this AM, her and Rachel, according to Caressa. So maybe the FBI.
See, that's wrong because Megan wasn't in that interview.
No, it was Rachel and Destiny.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, per Jessica Willie, she has no idea where Megan and Chris R.
Ooh, I don't get it. What is
That's
that?
what Casey just said.
I know, but I don't
the
understand.
Twitter reporter.
I know, but what do you mean? Who has no idea? Is that?
Who's reporting it's a suicide?
Are you seeing that on Twitter, Melissa?
No, Jay just said it.
What's up?
Oh.
A suicide?
Yeah, someone in chat said it. But I don't see where that's being reported at all.
No, I don't see that on.
Maybe it was another channel was speculating that or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Jessica has no idea where Chris and Megan are. I didn't understand that correctly. Oh, so do you think that maybe they're on the run?
Well, yeah, because they had to show up to a home with no adults with a baby. So they probably took off. I just so weird. Oh, if you read the comments on Jessica Willie's last tweet, it says, "We don't know where Chris and Megan are."
And who
So in
said
other words,
that?
they're on the scene. They haven't seen those two.
Right.
They removed a body. Oh, you know what? I bet after the whole CPS thing, like you said,
they took off.
They were like, no.
Yep.
Or they were arrested at the same time or taken, not maybe taken down for questioning. You know, they might have left in an unmarked car and nobody even knew. They might be sitting at the police station doing questioning and interrogating right now.
Oh
Someone said in chat, I think the reporters are watching your live, Jay.
Snoopy. I think the reporters are watching your live, Jay. They might be.
Exactly, Bird Logic. CPS called, baby removed, search warrant obtained, just enough time to get away. Yep.
I'd be willing to bet they're sitting at the police station being interrogated.
Yeah, because they're not going to take a baby and not take those parents into custody, like to talk to them.
Right.
They're not going to just say,
right.
okay, we're taking your baby, go about your business. They're being
right.
taken in.
I mean, they had some.
Who's Kelly Sims?
Who?
Somebody said in chat, damn it, where did Kelly Sims said body as Heidi. Who's Kelly Sims?
I don't know.
See if they answer you. I haven't heard that name.
Either have I.
It was just a lot of shit being spewed that people don't know. You know, they're not sure about.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if there's an update.
Megan Humphrey sold a crib back on January 18th. On a website. January
like
8th.
A year ago?
Yeah, that had to be a year ago.
January 18th, 2019. Hey, friends. I'm selling this baby crib on 5 miles. Please share to help me sell faster. Wow.
And she has no other children. That's odd.
Wait. Tim? I'm getting so confused. Are these names like that common?
What names?
I mean, Christopher
Green is very common.
And in Houston, of all places. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Houston's a big place.
I feel like, okay, here, I'm going to show you guys, like, Here's the guy here.
Oh shoot, sorry.
I don't know if you can see it well enough. Do I need to blow it up? I don't think it's him. It's not the same guy.
Oh, they said CPS had called for EMS.
Right, that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's just protocol.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, wait, hold on. I messaged Carissa's husband and she said, he just said, we're all just broken.
Oh. Horrible. Tell her that we're all thinking about them.
Caressa just posted. Yeah. Oh, just to go. Okay.
Jay, do you see Michelle saying to pull up Jessica Wiley's Twitter and just keep refreshing because she's on scene?
Oh, okay.
Someone said to Carissa on her wall, I'm so beyond sorry for your loss.
What is Jessica's last name?
Willey.
This is awful.
I'm sorry, Melissa, what did you say? You said Caressa just posted something?
All right, I'm going to show my screen here.
Hold on, I'm posting her wall. No, someone posted on her wall, I'm so beyond sorry for your loss.
Mm-hmm.
And, to think that we were just talking to Caressa and trying to be hopeful.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
I mean, the only goodness that comes out of this is that they have.
Absolutely.
And then Carissa's husband just posted on Facebook, my heart's in pieces.
I mean, all of her friends, can you imagine? The last update I'm seeing from Jessica Wiley is 19 minutes ago.
Same.
Fair for now. I mean, I don't know if we'll even get confirmation in the news tonight, but the fact that her family is broken tells me exactly what we all think. And, if any of the news people are in here, you got it from YouTube first. Really did. It's crazy. The media, the whole media aspect and how these lives go down and how we get in contact with these families and are able, sometimes to help them. We try to help them all the time, but sometimes you can't help them. But now it's becoming more common to see media following Facebook groups and media following YouTube channels. It's
yeah.
What is Connie saying?
Is
she just being annoying? Connie, I already told you earlier, if you couldn't behave like an adult, that you'd have to go play with the rats. So someone put her in the rat room. I swear some people, I mean, now is not the time to asshole. I mean, the girl that we were just talking to just found out she lost her best friend. Her friend. When I got those pictures earlier, Melissa sent me like 21 photos. I'm actually going to pull up the tattoo one because I didn't have that in the slideshow. But when she showed me those, I sat there, I had my phone and my boyfriend was sitting next to me and I said, oh my God. I just started like scrolling through them and I'm like, this just brings like a whole new dimension to all of it.
The
You know what I
reality,
mean? Like,
yeah. Well, as soon as she talked about that tattoo, I'm sitting there thinking like, Heidi's gone and that tattoo is going to mean so much to her,
oh, I
even
know.
more.
And they just got it, I think, in January.
Last January, she said. They said that Jessica Willie is commenting not logged in to look on her
Commenting
updates.
where?
On her updates.
Oh,
I can't comment because I don't have Twitter.
Oh, so she has like a chain going. Let me see.
Oh, I see. She's going off of that.
Yeah.
Jessica Willie, I do not have confirmation on whose body was ruined tonight. We do know a baby went to the hospital in good condition earlier today.
I wish she wouldn't keep responding. This is confusing.
I'm so Twitter illiterate. Just trying.
Well, they're all different times, and I can't follow that.
Not easy to follow.
What was I?
I just still want to know if was she ever really pregnant?
That's the question of the hour.
Oh my God. People these days, what they'll do. It's sickening.
I mean, can you imagine? I mean, if it is the way it seems, she's been close friends with Heidi for 25 years. Over 20 years, whatever it was. They were 13, 20 years. 20 years.
Okay.
And to do this to your the person you consider your best friend, I just can't even wrap my head around that. It's bad enough when it's a stranger.
Yeah.
Jay.
Yes.
Read Honey Boo Boo's comment. It's 12:50.
Jay, that misery asshole has been streaming you the last 30 minutes, calling you an idiot, exploiting victims for money. He's a loser and striking me. It's my ass. I don't even know who that is.
I heard he's a psycho.
Aren't most people?
Well, my understanding is he has a lot of really bad.
Yes.
Part of he's targeted by the Boit people.
He's targeted by them?
Yeah. I heard he's a groomer.
Yes, a groomer. There you go.
What does that mean?
That's
like
pedophilia.
Children.
I don't know his channel. I don't even know who he is.
I don't either. I just heard about him.
Is that his name? His channel name is Misery?
Yes.
I put Misery and Maroon 5 comes up. I don't dude, I don't see his I need a freaking link or something. And then the movie Misery. That's all I'm seeing. This dude must not be that important. He's a YouTuber. Bad news. Well,
I've never.
I don't know who the hell she is, but if you have a link, I'd like to see it.
I've never gone to it or even looked for it. I've just heard what people
it's with
said
a
about
Z.
it.
Misery.
I should maybe ask Caressa if there's a way we could maybe send some like gifts for Silas.
Aww.
Somehow, and maybe for Addison as well for Christmas.
Misery? Is it Mizery? Yeah, that's a great idea,
No,
honestly.
I think I have a link here, Jay. I'm gonna send you.
Thanks.
If it's the right one.
He's
I'm not
calling
listening,
me
but
a bitch, I guess. I don't even know this douchebag. Like, who is he?
He has 101,000 subscribers, and it says Heidi Broussard breaking news.
But how many people are actually watching it? That's the question. Oh, he's live with 44 viewers, but he has 100,000 subs. Hashtag paid for him. I'm going to be like DWAP now.
Why was Open Minds hidden? I like her.
I don't know. I can't even.
She didn't say nothing
I don't even
bad.
care. He. I ain't got time to go through all that damn typing and gotta fill out so much shit to strike people. He can call me a bitch all he wants. This is him right here. Misery.
Do you have Ash274 as a mod?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I do.
Nah.
Oh,
Make
no, 'cause
people
she
look
had
like fucking fools.
Open Minds for so I don't know why.
Okay.
Oh, I guess Misery came in here and he demanded a link to call in and was hidden.
You don't come in my channel, Misery, and demand anything. Jesus Christ. This guy tries to scare people. Is he the one that with the voice that's like deep? And
Yes,
he went on Critical K's channel.
I think yes. Mm-hmm. What's that Howard Stern person on?
Why do you think that happened, Melissa?
I don't know. Why?
No, what you just said.
Oh, it did.
I know, but why do you think that is?
I don't know. Why do you?
Because nothing new is happening.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, thanks for joining. Can you guys run through real quick a quick rundown of what we went through tonight? Like, who were we talking to? Can you guys give them a quick rundown for me?
Someone said the body was found in the trunk of like a car.
Christy could do that.
Oh, I did the last one. You don't do this one. Well, it's been a long night. We started out with Heidi's best friend of 20 years that they met at camp when they were 13. Kind of giving us a picture of what her life has been and the ups and downs with her relationship with Shane. And as we were probably about an hour or two into it, we got the breaking news that the FBI and Austin PD was at a home in Houston. And as we started to look into this home, and we had some people come up with an address, and we found out that the home was owned by the name of a girl who is a very close friend of Heidi, who also knew her from the same camp where she met Caressa. And Caressa wasn't really close to this girl. They hadn't been talking in the last 10 years, but Heidi had maintained a close relationship with her. And Caressa Heidi was, excuse me, so many names. Megan was even at the birth of Margot with Heidi 3.5 weeks ago. But this was also the first time that Heidi had seen Megan pregnant. So the question now is, we don't know, was she pregnant or not? Because as it turned out, they have removed an infant from this home in Houston and a body. And from all accounts of what we're seeing, of what Caressa has posted since, is that this was Heidi. And thank God the Margot appears to be healthy and well. And that's where we're at. There's still so many questions to be answered of what has transpired here.
Thanks for doing that.
You have anything to add, Melissa?
Is Misery the Glarer? I don't think, as far as YouTube names, no. So what's new? Anything, Melissa?
I'm looking.
So what's new? Anything, Melissa?
I think we've probably gotten as much as we're going to get tonight at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much know the conclusion.
Yeah.
Can the mods put the family fund up? Yeah, let's do a moment of silence for Heidi, for sure. Let's do that. Let's do that right now.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That was rough. I can't imagine what families are going through. I want to thank all the mods for helping tonight. I know that there was a lot of trolling going on. I mean, I'm not quite ready to sign off just yet. I was going to give it a few. I mean, if you guys have to go, I understand. It's getting late.
I mean, I'm an hour behind you. Oh.
I know you have. Now, what are these people talking about money? We're putting the link to the Broussard family's fund.
Right.
I really don't care what Misery says. I don't even know this guy. I could care less what he says about it. I don't even know who he is. Definitely not personal because he doesn't know me.
Someone said Heidi's friend Lauren posted, "Lord, give me the strength," and posted a photo of her and Heidi with the words, "Until I see you again."
Oh. Yeah. I have to continue filling this out. So can you kind of keep track of chat for a second? I have something I'm doing right now.
Okay.
I don't even know this dickhead, but yeah, I am gonna report because
yeah, someone said he mirrored your screen.
Fuck him, and then he's gonna call me a bitch. It's like, dude, I'm your content right now. Fuck off. Rude. There you go, Misery. There's several things I can get you on right now, not just copyright infringement. Several things.
Yeah, I don't know why people are saying about money. I mean, the only money we're asking for is for the Broussard family, for Silas, the parents. Someone stated that Megan's family stated she did not have a baby.
Is Laura in here? Laura? Hey, Laura. The woman that she has on her show is the one that wasn't ready on Tuesday. Then she goes on Jay tonight. I'm like, okay, wow, really? Huh? That's what this is about?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, she's in misery saying that. She's bent because apparently this woman told her on Tuesday she wasn't ready, and then she's mad that she's on mine tonight. Really, Laura? I was actually
so the friend we had on was supposed to go on Laura's?
Yeah.
But I highly doubt that.
You know, I that's what she's worried about right now.
I've been talking to Caressa. I've been talking to Caressa and Destiny for a while, so they would have mentioned something to me. So shut up, Laura. Laura
needs a fucking bubba. I mean, come on. Really? Oh. No, I'm not worried about them. He called me a lesbian. Oh, God. Ouch. That hurts. There's 2 more channels having a meltdown about you guys. Let them. What does DWAP say, you guys?
He's on
Say my name.
Say my
He's
name.
on panel at Glare.
Oh, he's live?
Yeah, at Glare.
DWAP and Glare, huh? Bromancing.
That bromance is getting real there.
That bromance is gonna get real annoying real fast. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm totally
Seriously?
You know, this is Wendy Lee said she'd date me. Oh, he went live right when I broke the news. That's not very cool, huh?
It was a little bit after, I think. I saw the notification. It was not.
Oh.
Someone said there's been recent activity on Megan's Instagram. DWAP mentioned taking down videos painting Shane in a bad light for Silas.
About who? Me?
Someone just said that in chat.
Oh,
I mean,
whatever.
you don't have any videos, do you?
Oh yeah, we discussed it. But you know what? Aren't we getting ahead of ourselves? It's like, oh my gosh, Jay had 3,000 people in her live tonight. Let's find something to talk negative about.
Armchair Defective went live when you did too, Jen.
And that's fine. But it's like, come on. I don't want any drama. I don't care. Oh, there's Starlight. I gotta give her a wrench. I don't care who covers what. I mean, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. And Melissa B is the one that has been communicating with Caressa and put all of this and orchestrated all of this. So
yes,
hats off to you, Melissa, for getting that together. I couldn't do it without you guys. I could not do it. I can't keep up on the group. And if you guys want to put a link to the group, maybe some of the people in here haven't seen it. But, you know, I don't do this stuff alone. I'm not taking full credit for everything. Never have, I never will. But, you know, to think that, oh, somehow, you know, this was all just an unfolded live. I mean, No one could have known.
Yeah.
Melissa talked to her and she felt comfortable with Melissa. And that was why she decided to come on. Maybe she didn't feel comfortable with you, Laura.
And her sister, too.
Yeah, her sister was doing an NBC interview and Caressa was talking to Melissa. So, I mean, let's give credit where credit is due, man. This competition is bullshit. This is what ruins friendships. Stop. If D-Wop wants to talk about it, he can talk about it. Everybody is welcome in the group. Everybody. But there's my Facebook group, and then there's the Facebook group for Heidi's case specifically. Thanks for everybody who is giving us props.
Yes, and I think Ginger is the one that set up that fundraiser. She said, right?
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
For the family.
Right. And she, you know, I'll tell you, she is very close to this family, more than a lot of people may realize. I'm very well acquainted with how tight fishermen's families are. And Ginger's husband owns the boat that Heidi's dad is captain of. These fishermen families are super, super close. Yes. And, you know, the kids, I mean, I've been out there unloading fish, and the captain's kids are out there. The boat owner's kids are out there. Everybody's there pitching in together. They are close. So this very deeply affects her.
Yeah, and you could tell by the way she was talking that she was just in utter shock. I mean, Heidi was friends with her daughter or her kids and grew up with her kids. So,
right.
You know, that's a whole different layer of a relationship. She doesn't know, obviously, Heidi's friends. Because why
her
would
adult
she?
Friends.
Yeah. But I don't know why this misery guy is. Does he think he's some kind of I don't know, what does he do? What's his channel about? What is he?
I have no clue.
Couldn't even tell you.
I don't know.
I'm seeing in chat that he's not even worth even talking about.
No.
Thank you, Pookie. Thank you, everyone who joined tonight. We had another crazy live. I mean, what is with this trend of when I'm live, things unfolding? Like the cop call.
Yes,
that all unfolded live.
Thing.
And yeah, it's like Misery, Georgia Dog wants you to unblock him and give you his number, or give him your number, and he wants to call in. Obviously, he thinks you're an asshole. I don't know. Yeah, we're not going to try to call Megan. You could not ask for better people than Heidi's parents. David and Tammy are awesome people and will give their last dollar to help. I was raised with. Yeah, it is really crazy, Sherilyn. KHOU in Houston. Gosh, thanks everybody. Do you see all the nice things people are saying?
It's awesome.
Yeah, maybe I could talk with Caressa and maybe figure out something to send, gifts for Silas,
Yeah, I mean,
Margot,
yeah, talk to
Madison.
her and then, let things kind of settle down or whatever, and
Right.
then we can let everybody know about that. Amazon is a great tool for that. What am I looking for? What channel? Sorry. You guys remember?
Channel for what?
The channel that someone said to look on. K8, what is it?
Oh, KHOU.
There's a few actually.
11 Houston.
KPRC Houston. I am.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any confirmation it's her. We know it's her though. I mean,
We've gotten confirmation from close friends.
Isn't it KU or KVU? Austin?
That was the Austin one. This was the one that Jay just read off was a Houston channel. KHOU.
Yeah, I don't see anything new.
Yeah, I got KPRC Houston.
I have KHOU 11, but I'm not seeing anything new.
No, neither am I. Someone said the baby registry just disappeared.
Really?
That's interesting.
Is it really gone?
I don't know. I don't know who looked it up. I don't even know how to look where that is.
Yeah, we don't know if the friend was actually pregnant. We know that.
Oh, it's the Target one says this registry is no longer available.
Oh man. Oh, you saw it here.
Wow.
Registered at Target, expected to arrive December 1st, which was Margot's due date.
Thank you, Spacebound.
So they just took that off.
Yeah.
So they're probably watching this live right now on the run.
Well, they said the Amazon one is still up. I didn't see that one.
Let me see. Here's that bump one. Let me see if that's still there. Oh, the bump one is still there. The Amazon.
The pictures on the screen are of Caressa and Heidi, not Megan. Megan's in none of those. Someone said it's been confirmed 3 minutes ago. What?
I don't think these people are on the run. I think they would have said they're looking for them. And I think you would have seen movement from the house, outwards. I don't think they're on the run.
Right. You would know there was some kind of hunt
Law enforcement
going on.
probably removed the shit.
Possibly.
Yeah, the Amazon Prime one is definitely still there. But the Target one is gone.
I bet it was them that are having those removed. I mean, that's evidence.
Melissa, you said somebody was saying that according to Megan's family, she was not pregnant.
That's what a couple people said in this chat. I read. I mean, I don't know if it's true, but someone said it in this chat. Someone said pictures on TULSIKAMATH Twitter Tulsi Kamath. Let's look that up.
In June, Megan created a babies board on Pinterest.
Yeah, I seen that. Oh, yeah, Tulsi Kamath. There's pictures. Of the ambulance. I don't know if you want to go put that on the screen.
What is that Twitter again?
TULSI. Last name is KAMATH. She's a reporter at KX or KPRC.
Let's see. Tulsi.
Tulsi Kamath.
How do you spell her last name again?
KAMATH.
Oh, there we go.
There's only 4 pictures on there.
Oh, yeah.
I just can't believe. Hey mods, if you could put a link to the Facebook group, the Heidi Facebook group, and also the J is for Justice podcast group. All right, Lacey. So Lacey's sending me a mugshot of somebody. So if you're just joining, we've confirmed that Heidi was found deceased and the baby is okay. We know that the house that the body was found at and that the baby was found at was a good friend of Heidi's. But Crime Online didn't confirm it. The family confirmed it. The family confirmed it to us.
Well, yeah, I mean, the news is not going to confirm it till,
law enforcement says it.
Correct. But the families obviously know beforehand.
Well, and they're saying that Nancy Grayson via Crime Online confirmed it. They're in our group.
Well, yeah, Crime Online does say officials removed a body from the home after a medical examiner's van arrived on Thursday night. So far, the identity is unknown. Okay. Can you mute for a second?
Go ahead. Okay, tell them we're waiting. We're trying to find out. The reason I'm muting you guys is because Melissa is in contact with people close to Heidi. Well, the family was called. It hasn't been released in the media. But we have confirmation from the family that they did receive that call. Yeah, Julie, yes. Are you a reporter, Julie? The family was actually, yes, gave us permission to repeat. Jelly bean? I don't know anything about that. The family is heartbroken. That's who we need to be focusing on right now. We don't know where the suspects are or...
Okay, I don't. Who's Nikki Malam? They were taken to jail from the hospital, and the family tipped the cops about Megan not having a baby.
See, and that's the first we've heard of that.
Is there any confirmation?
Yeah, is there proof of that? Like, where are you getting that from? That I want to see proof of that.
Yes.
If you guys are bothered by that dude who's streaming, I suggest you go over there and just report him. Okay,
I mean, wouldn't they? Isn't that public record to see if they were arrested?
I don't think they would be processed yet. And that would have to be happening pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't think that they would be in the system yet at all. They would just be sitting there being questioned and interrogated and investigated at this point.
Nikki Milne, Jay, some are saying that they took them into custody from the hospital and that a family member of Megan's tipped the cops.
Oh.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think that was Chris's. That Chris's booking? No, because that guy was 19.
Right.
Somebody just, Jay, check mod chat. There's that is another last name that Megan has gone by. Although Megan's not spelled right, but that last name is connected to Megan.
Yeah, someone just put that in chat. She looks crazy as fuck. Is that her?
That last name is definitely connected to her.
That is her.
When was this mug taken?
And for what?
Is this 8/20/2018 when this was?
Yeah, it's like over a year ago.
What did she do?
She looks scary. Oh
no, we'd have to look it up and see if there's any information connected to it.
Is that supposed to be her in the bottom corner too?
I don't know. It says blank and Megan, like something Is and does that say Chris and Megan? That says Chris and Megan in the bottom corner. I don't know if you want to put this up in.
Oh, I do see that.
Screen.
Yeah. It's up on the screen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that's her. Yeah, that is Megan in the left corner. And is that Chris Green?
Yeah, if you look at where the words are cut off, it says like IS and Megan.
Yeah,
Chris that is them. So yeah, I'm guessing that's Chris Green.
Hey, you guys, I gotta use the ladies' room. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Let me see if I can find where that mugshot came from. Let's see, Megan. That's just another variation of Megan, M-A-G.
Yeah, it is all different. She looks way older than 33. There's no way she's 30. Well, drugs will do that.
True. Oh, there. Type that name in. It's the first image that comes up. Let's see.
I think Caressa only knows Megan through Heidi.
Well, she knew her from the camp that they all met at.
Right.
But she said that her and Megan clashed really bad, and so they hadn't talked in 10 years.
But she just talked to Megan earlier today at about 1.
Right. Well, she said that she had not talked to Megan until Heidi went missing, and then somebody gave Megan her number, and Megan called her and said she was calling her every day.
I would love to know where all these people come up with this. Like someone just said Chris ratted her out.
Oh gosh.
I mean, Jessica Rice. Caressa met Megan same time she met Heidi when they were teenagers in Bible camp. Right.
Okay, here's that same picture. Let's see. Megan. It says felony theft greater than $2,500. That's all it says. This is on humbletx.com.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I doubt they're going to be booked.
No, they wouldn't show up yet at all. But yeah, that's definitely her because that name is tied to her. The Fieramusca.
Someone said they think there's a 24 to 48 hour wait for showing up in the system in Houston.
That would make sense.
No, Megan and Caressa haven't talked in a while, but Megan and Heidi talked all the time, I think, right?
Yes. And Megan was even at the birth of Margot with Heidi.
Someone said Harris County takes forever.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll be a press conference tomorrow, I would imagine. I'm just looking here. I mean, the spelling of her name and that alternate last name are so unique, it's not hard to find stuff connected.
Yeah, the Megan Humphrey has the Y, and the Magen Fieramusca or whatever doesn't have the Y.
Right, but it's still spelled unusual to how you spell Megan. It's M-A-G-E-N instead of M-E-G.
Angel, they haven't confirmed on the news yet who the body belongs to or the baby, but we got word from family and friends that it is Heidi and Margot. Margot was taken to the hospital earlier, and Heidi, her body was found.
Not where we ever imagined this night was going when we started.
Right?
Oh.
I believe this was premeditated.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And how much, I mean, I just can't get over her close friend of 20 years doing this to her.
I know.
I just still can't. That's the most.
Well, I mean, look at her. I mean, I don't want to judge someone on their looks, but I mean, but didn't they say that Megan has a lot of money though? Or she has money?
That's what Caressa said. That, I mean, she doesn't really know details because she hasn't known her in 10 years, but you know, she said she lives in a very nice neighborhood in a very nice house, a house that she bought. And she's lived in Hawaii, bought a house there. She doesn't know if it's Megan's money or her family's money, but she has the sense that Megan does have. She has.
Mm-hmm. But if she has been arrested, who is deleting her registry? Possibly LE, FBI?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Who would have deleted that? I don't, I don't, she could be, if they're still interrogating her, they may not have taken her phone. And, they'll leave when they're interrogating and questioning people and they haven't officially arrested them.
Mm-hmm.
They'll leave them alone in the room, even with their phone, to see who they're going to message, where they're going to go, what websites are they going to go to. And then they'll take the phone later. When they're under the gun
Right.
and they feel safe, they're going to go to their phone. Let them lay their own bed and rat themselves out.
Callie Campbell, yes, baby Margot is okay. Someone said the registry did not get deleted. LOL, it's still there.
The Amazon one is, but the Target one is gone.
I'm wondering if there is a Megan/Shane connection.
Well, we were wondering about that earlier too,
I mean, I just find it weird.
And my question would only be,
his stories changed so much in the interviews. So
right. And that he lied about times and being called to pick up Silas.
Right.
I'm back, you guys. So the Target registry is still there?
No, the Amazon one is not.
Someone just said it again. Target registry is still active.
How do you have proof? Kayla says she has proof that was them selling the crib.
I thought Megan was selling the crib a year ago.
Yeah, in January.
But she doesn't have any other children. Why would she be selling a crib?
Well, that's weird, right?
He was trying to do this before and couldn't succeed.
Or maybe she was doing it for a friend because she was familiar with Facebook Marketplace. I know someone who lists all kinds of stuff on Facebook Marketplace for other people.
Like maybe it's just a coincidence.
Everyone keeps saying the Target one is still there.
Well, let me look again because I just pulled it up and it said unavailable.
Look at Ashley's message. Maybe she was pregnant before and miscarried. That's
possibly.
That's very possible.
Well, I heard someone was saying that it was a stillborn.
I think that was just a theory somebody was throwing out.
Yeah, I think another creator.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one that happened here in Chicago. Marlene, she went to sell something on Marketplace, and she was still pregnant. And the lady and her daughter cut the baby out of her womb and put Marlon, I think, into a garbage can. And they were trying to keep the baby alive. And they called 911 saying, "Oh, I just gave birth." And turns out it wasn't hers, but the baby sadly passed as well. And then it turns out the mother and daughter that went to jail for it, the daughter just had a baby in jail.
Oh my gosh. That's just sick. Yeah, I don't know if it's just a difference of servers, but I'm showing that target registry completely deleted. It doesn't
See,
come up in the search.
That's what threw me off too. When Shane said in his interview, he said, "Feed the baby."
The baby, yeah.
Like, was that a hint to like Megan, like feed the baby?
Yeah. Well, who knows? I don't know. Well, I mean, we know Shane is definitely an abusive person.
Right.
And he lied about the timeline. We know that much for certain based on what Caressa said. And that he failed the polygraph.
Yes, he did. He did fail that.
So which also is not court admissible, but still very telling. And I guess you have to consider too at what level he failed. Because I remember I don't remember who it was talking about another recent case had a polygraph and like they failed on such a high level. I guess there's a range and a scoring system of what's considered pass and fail. And so who knows at what rate.
Someone was wondering if Megan got Carissa's number from Heidi's phone.
Well, there you go. That's an excellent point.
Because I don't think to her prior to this.
No, well, Caressa said that. She's like, "I don't know who gave her my number." She said that. Somebody gave her my number. I don't know who.
Oh.
I think she even said that before we found out it was her house. Because she was talking about having talked to her friend Heidi. She was talking about Heidi, I mean, Megan, before any of this stuff came out about her.
She had her phone, so she got her number from it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's how Megan got Caressa's number.
Yeah, because Caressa was like, I was actually surprised she even had my number. Mm-mm.
God, it's so crazy to think you can't even trust a friend of 20 years.
Disgusting. Read Sid's comment. Right, but these two girls met at church camp.
Right.
And for all intents and purposes, they were friends for many, many, many years.
Well, and what Caressa was telling me at the very beginning when we were having all the audio problems, and it was just her and I talking, is that they were interns. Was that the word she used? Or they were like kind of like the camp counselors at 13.
I think counselors, yeah.
And but it was like kind of like an in training counselor for the younger campers, and that they did that all the way until they were 18. And because Caressa's 2 years older than Heidi and Magen, and so, but she said they continued all the way to 18, going to this camp every summer together, all of them.
I'm just reading the comment from earlier. Gray Pubes said Mel is a major douche.
Who's Mel?
I think they think I'm Mel.
Oh. Yeah, they're not going to be posted on the county website.
Not yet.
And I don't even know if they would be if they're, like Twilight Zone said, the FBI's involved. Wouldn't they be in federal custody?
Well,
or local PD.
The actual booking, they're gonna have to determine jurisdiction, because did the murder happen in Austin or in Houston? Who has jurisdiction?
Yeah, they got to figure out where the murder happened first.
Which they may already clearly know. Who knows?
Confirmed via Heidi's friends and Facebook, but not via. Oh. Yeah, so wait, why was Shane in T-Mobile?
They said he was trying to get her cell phone records.
Because someone said in chat, maybe Shane was trying to shut her phone off at T-Mobile on Friday so Magen could turn on the phone.
You guys wonder, like, how long this Magen would have been planning this?
Obviously, since January last year. I mean, why would she have a crib?
Well, Caressa also said that Heidi told her that as soon as Heidi told Magen she was pregnant, Megan's like, "Oh yeah, me too," which is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then she supposedly has a due date the same as Megan's.
Someone said a little bit ago that there was another registry under Megan's name in 2018.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I think Caressa would have said too if she had heard from Heidi that Magen had had prior pregnancies. So has this been something in the back of her mind for a while?
Or is she involved in child trafficking?
Or did she lose a baby back in 2018?
All of those are possible.
I'm sorry, I'm eating cereal if you can hear that. I'm absolutely starving. I didn't plan on being on here this long.
Well, when we had the audio problems, I was telling in chat, I was like, at least I got time to eat my dinner. That was bad.
Yeah, she's obviously unable to have a child. I mean, if she was able to have a child, she wouldn't.
Right.
Look at your text.
maybe she was pregnant back then and lost the baby. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting.
Well, I think that's what happened with the lady here in Chicago. I think she lost her baby. Or she lost her son.
Yes.
To gun violence.
Oh,
That's
yeah. What was so weird about that is that the mother and daughter are involved together. I mean, that's like so bizarre.
So if they were called out, though, CPS and the police, if they were called out and they took the baby to the hospital, where do you think the parents would go? Or who they think are the parents?
Well, CPS was probably called after, so they probably would have went to the hospital with the baby, right? Or no, CPS called the EMS.
I'm just wondering if
Because that's what.
Like if they took off, at what point would they have taken off?
Could have. Okay, so there's the rumor that somebody said that the Megan and Chris were arrested at the hospital.
We have no proof of that.
So what if? Right, we have no proof of that. But if that is, let's go with that for a minute. I could see CPS showing up at the house saying, hey, we got a call. We're here to, we need to see your baby, make sure they're okay. And then CPS says, well, we got to take this baby to the hospital to be evaluated to make sure that, you haven't been abusing it. Acting like it was just some random report. As
maybe a neighbor tipped them off.
And a way to get them out of the house, get the baby out of the house, get them into observation while they're waiting for this warrant. And then they got them down to the hospital with the baby and then took Chris and Megan from there.
Got an email with a photo of Heidi and Megan.
Ugh.
Off to you.
Well, according to the news, there has been no arrests confirmed.
Well, I think even if they took them in custody tonight, I don't think you're going to have an arrest.
Right.
I mean, who knows at what point in questioning they,
Right.
Could be first thing in the morning. It could be.
See, what I believe is I think a neighbor or something maybe saw Margot tip CPS off. Maybe there was a smell coming from the house because it's been a week.
Yeah.
But wait a minute.
Maybe.
Remember when I asked Caressa earlier that it was reported in the news there in Austin that neighbors gave clues to authorities that allowed them to know what happened that night? It was something along those lines. Like neighbors gave clues to law enforcement, which brought law enforcement to to a conclusion of what happened. So I asked Caressa, know anything about that? Do you know any of the neighbors? Did you talk to any of the neighbors? She's like, no. But I wonder what the neighbors actually saw, right? Did they see Megan and Chris pull up?
Oh, right.
Did they see something go down but didn't report it? Or maybe just thought, can't be bothered with that? Or, like people were saying in that complex, they don't typically get involved in other people's business. Right?
Yeah. Oh, mute.
Okay, what's up? Oh, okay. We can't confirm that. Okay. All right, thanks. Okay. Georgia dog is still hiding people. Georgia dog is at work.
A busy man.
Oh, who's yawning?
Me. It's 2:00 here now.
I know, it's almost 3:00. I don't know. I would just think if they were on the run that they would be giving some kind of briefing. You know, because people would be wondering, you know, are we safe?
Right. Yeah, they would put something out like, keep a lookout if you see these two. So, I mean, or who they could tomorrow morning.
Possibly, yeah.
They could do a press conference
I
tomorrow.
mean, I guess it could go either way. I just think if they were on the run, it would be pretty, you know, they'd want to catch them pretty quickly. So I think they would let that be known. But that's just, you know, that's just my opinion, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that we've talked about everything that we can possibly talk about. Point. So I definitely
Someone just put in chat Christopher D. Green, age 40 in Harris County Jail.
Age 40 is a little too old. I'm not sure about that.
When was his arrest date?
Bobby Joe just Christopher D. Green, age in Harris County. You guys see that?
Yeah, that's what I just read.
Oh, a 40-year-old?
Yeah, that's what
I mean, it could be close. I mean, we don't know how old Megan is. Well, 33, 34. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, I don't know if this guy's the same age or.
Megan and Chris were both born in 86.